T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness. And that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in beef flat because I feel like I'm about to go there. Oh, I feel my hip coming up.
All right, so let me go ahead and good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, June 26th at 10:53 in the morning. And y'all, those that are coming on live, make sure y'all share the live video, tagging live video, inviting to the live video because I feel like this is very, very important. Good morning. I have a bone to pick with a few people in our Majorette community. So I need to make sure that everybody that's coming on live, please make sure you're sharing a live video, tagging the live video, and inviting to live video because y'all know I keep it 100%. I keep it 100, and unfortunately, I have to say something about this. As of late, there has been a lot of shit, a lot of fake shit going on. In a major community, and I got to bring it to my brother Reese because I will say this: me and Reese has been a big supporter of me, but the recent actions that was brought to my attention, I don't really care for. I'm guessing Reese, you're now a coach of Carolina Dancing Diamonds, Janie Caldwell's team. It was sent to me. Again, you guys, our report was sent to me. It was sent to me, and I was a little bit kind of confused and thrown off about that because I'm like, Reese, we already had a conversation. We've already had an issue with JD Caldwell on more than one occasion. You've had issues with her personally. I have had issues with JD Caldwell just by me reporting her foolishness and her nonsense that goes on within, not only within her organization, but also within the dance community as her hosting shows or hosting dance competitions. Let me tell y'all something. And let's be crystal clear. Let's be crystal clear. If y'all come to live video, make sure y'all share the live video, tag live and invite to live video. Let's be crystal clear. Okay. When you have qualified judges at your show, there should not be not one point where you should sit there and look at a score and mistaken the score for a single digit, from a single digit to a double digit. Now people say, "Oh, Jasmine, mistakes can happen." Not when it comes to scoring. Not when you have credible judges on your judges panel. Now this woman, let me make sure that I bring her up because I want all the people to see, because she only had 4 teams in this competition. There was another competition that was reported as well of a show that happened in Myrtle Beach where another judge made the same mistake with another team that had nothing to do with this team. There was something that happened, I guess, with the judges. They mistakenly put a single digit instead of a double digit. And so they backtracked it and basically said, well, the real grand champion is such and such. How do credible judges make huge mistakes like that when it comes down to I'm really trying to understand this, because again, like I've always told you guys, a lot of this foolishness and this drama could be well avoided had it not been for people like Janie Caldwell throwing on competitions in our Majorette community. I am not going to trust anybody. Let's be crystal clear. Let me put her picture up here. Let me put her picture up here. You can come, Reese. I could go ahead and send you the link. But anybody else that wants to be sent, matter of fact, I'm gonna post the link. Where my teacups at? Let me post the link because I want to hear y'all feedback as well. Because this is becoming too familiar in our major community now, where it's coming. Oh, I made a mistake. How? How did you make a mistake? So your mistake is going to potentially cost another team a placement or a win because of a mistake. I really need to get an understanding of what's going on. Where is my teacup at? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Betty, post this. I see her on the live. Post this in the chat for me, please, so I can pin it. Where is my link at? Give me 1 second. Post this in. Where is my message? Post this in the chat for me, Betty, so I can I can pin it in the comment section. Because I'm confused about a lot of things. I am confused about a lot of stuff that's going on. I looked at her live. Again, her live was sent to me. I looked at a live. Betty, check your inbox for me and post that, copy and paste that link in the comments for me, so I can pin it to the comments, because I really want to know what the Majorette community has to say. When y'all go to a competition, y'all are expecting what? When y'all go to people's competitions, what are y'all expecting? We've had this conversation before, so I'm not sure why we're having to revisit this same situation, but evidently people don't got it. So I'm trying to understand. Let me see who else, because Betty taking too long. Who else? Let me see. I told Betty the doggone check her inbox, and now she about to get her doggone. Jermaine, check your inbox. Because Jermaine, check your inbox for me and copy and paste this link into the chat, please. Oh, Deanna, you on. Deanna, check your inbox, babe. I'm about to send you the link too, Bible. Jermaine, copy and paste that link and post it in there so I can post it in the comment section. So I'm really trying to understand some things. So I'm trying to dissect this, because let me put her up. Let me put her up on the screen so y'all can see. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It looked like he posted it in there for me. Thank you, babe. Let me see. Let me pin this to the link. Pin that to the comment. Okay. Because y'all know I'm and I looked at the live. So let me go ahead and do this. Let me airdrop this to my Mac desktop, because we professionals over here. So let me put this on the screen. Put this in the Majorette T file, and I thank you. Let me go ahead and put my ticker on, because I need y'all to support on today. But let me go ahead and let me see who we got. Desktop. There we go. Majorette T. Where's she at? There we go. So does this face look familiar to y'all? Does this face look familiar to y'all? Does this face look familiar to y'all? No, let me look at it. Look. Yeah, LaMarcus, she real baby. She real baby. She real. Let me post another one. Maybe that one not good enough. Hold on. I'm gonna go to a one that when she went viral, because she good for. Let me go to one where she went viral for the way she was looking, chocolate baby. I hollered from the uttermost to the guttermost. Do you understand what I'm telling y'all? I holler from the uttermost to the guttermost. So let me find another one. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Is that one? Hold on. One moment. And I'm sure her parents is going to come up here. And I want her parents to come up here, because even the parents need to understand who they're actually belonging to. Because this woman, hold on, y'all. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, because there's a lot of things we got to dissect here. It's a lot of things we got to dissect here. So I want to make sure Let me be the first to say. Let me take this. Let me be the first to say that put your phones on mute for me, please. Yeah, let me put your phones on mute for me, please. Let me be the first to say. Okay. Let me be the first to say that this woman has been on this podcast, has been brought to account on, I can't even count. I'm gonna just say on upteen occasions. This woman. Okay, this woman right here, Janie. It has been stated that Janie has changed scores at her show to appease another team. She has gotten into it with her judges. She has gotten into it with coaches that have registered for her show. She has literally changed scores. She has literally talked about a team and changed the scores for another team to win. Deanna, do you remember her?
I remember her from a few.
And I'm gonna ask you, Deanna, because you've been following this for a while. Deanna, you tell me, what do you remember of her? Because I told my side. What do you remember of this woman right here?
There's been so many scams. I do distinctively remember the episode about her changing the scores at a particular competition, but I can't remember. I don't know if there was a altercation or anything associated with
There
that, but I
was.
do remember that.
There was. Now let me tell y'all, this is the same lady that had posted 3 times on 3 separate occasions of a raggedy ass Ford Econoline van. Let me give y'all a little bit of storyline. Let me give y'all a little bit of history of this individual. This woman is constantly having fundraisers, but she's having constant competitions. Talking about she's doing the competitions for her team. Okay. Still does not have a van. Is constantly on Facebook begging the Majorette community for money and for donations. When she just went to a competition that was a benefit show for like 6 teams in the North Carolina area, where they were a nonprofit, and they gave each team, if I'm not mistaken, $2,500. The van that she was asking for money for was only $1,000 to $1,500. The van was very old. Very old. It was a 1960, 70, 83 Econoline van that she was trying to get for her so-called team. Now, what kind of baffles me about the situation is, now I'm confused. Reese, how did you become her coach now all of a sudden? Because I thought you still was having your team in Durham.
Let me say this, Judge. You know, at the time, bringing that team up, first and foremost, you remember back in August when I did a competition in, I think Hope Mills, whatever you call it, outside of Raleigh. So after that competition and what happened between me and that individual, couldn't find out she took my girls, and I had to start from scratch, all the way from scratch. And then I moved to another place that it was better for me. I'm looking out for me because I got to, you got to stay focused when you're doing your own personal stuff. So I decided to start. I was like, you know what? Let me just do something else. Cause literally, Jazz, I literally was about to give up dancing. Cause you get tired of the buffoonery, the shenanigans that people throw at you each and every day. So, and then you got the kids out here. You're trying to save them, but you can't save every child if the parent don't want them to be saved. So me being the person that I am, I'm a forgiving person. I always forgive. So I had a talk with Janie months ago, like last year. And we came to, I say, Janie, I forgave you. I forgive you for, anything that happened in the past or whatever, because, that's only you're better get through anything is forgiveness. So I forgave her. We talked it up. And after that, I decided, if this girl's not going to show up here where I'm at now, oh, well, I'm going to move on. Yeah, you got to start. I had to dig everything out the mud by myself. I don't have a president or nothing like that. I had to dig this stuff out the ground myself. So me being the person that I am, and her girls respect me to the fullest. And it's not
But
about.
what I'm trying to understand is, that's all cool. But if I distinctively remember, there have been more than one occasion where we have gotten into it with this individual. So I'm trying to understand, she has dogged you out. She has dogged your team out. How is it that is just so forgivable? Like, for a person like this individual, like this person You see her organization. This person does not know what it's like to win a grand champion. She does not know what it's like to even place at a competition because those children are sadly misguided. Janie has no training in the majorette community whatsoever. We've said this. Janie has not had any. Janie can't even throw an 8 count to save her life. So how is it that you are over an organization that you are leading, literally the blind leading the blind? I'm not understanding. Like, help me understand what this team is about. Then let's not even get down to the uniforms. Even down to the uniforms, it's not of quality.
All right.
So how are we supposed to take not only this team seriously, but how are we supposed to take this woman seriously in our major community to even throw on a dance competition? Because she doesn't even take her dance team seriously.
That's
when
the question.
I look at her dance team looks like something straight. I'm not talking about the kids. Let me make that clear. Not talking about the kids. I'm talking about the overall aesthetic look. The aesthetic look. And
that's a conversation
around for a while, trying to have a team. Every time you turn around, you're fundraising for something that you're not going to. Oh, we have to get money for a competition. Never go to the competition.
That's
a conversation that you got to have with her.
No, you don't. It's obvious. She see a lick.
You're not a coach, and I don't expect for you to go against her. Don't expect that because now you're part of our organization. Cool, that's fine. If that's your decision, that's your decision. I'm trying to understand what made you go over to her, knowing her track record. Why would you even want to be attached to something like that? Especially when me and you both have called her out for her bullshit that she's done to me and you in the past. I'm confused.
It's something that it's a choice that I made, and I prayed on it and did what I had to do, and that's the choice I made. And that's in the nobody. I already knew people weren't gonna like it. People were like, why did he do this? Why did he do that? That's a choice that me and my father had to talk to about, because at the end of the day, I was confused of what I wanted to do. Do I want to give a dance? Do I want to go to drive tractor trailers? That's what I was thinking about doing. And I barely talk to anybody. So that's something that's a choice that's between me and the father, and I did it. And I feel comfortable. I feel more relaxed than a headache. It's the kids that they really love me, and I'm not gonna take it back. That's a choice that I made, and I like it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can listen. If you've had a conversation with the Lord about that, and the Lord told you, or you felt led to go on over there, hey, by all means, that's between you and the Lord. I don't agree with it. I don't stand for it, because that individual, in my opinion, is supposed to get into a situation to where she's trying to cover her own asset. Why do I say that? Because Janie has never been known to throw on professional competitions. Janie is never known to fucking do right by teams that do her competitions. Case in point, why she only had 4 teams, in which one of those teams did not even want to do her show.
Right.
Janie has never stood on business whatsoever. It's always been some other bullshit going on. Deanna, did you join from another phone? I think Deanna.
Yeah, I think she did.
Deanna, you joined from another phone? Okay. Let me keep this. Deanna, you still with us? Deanna. Hello?
Her mic might be up. Her mic is on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so she'll come back.
But sis, I want to get to, besides all
that. Yeah,
let's get to this.
Let's get to that.
So what happened was, me personally, like I talked to 3 other people about, like I talked to Kevin. I even talked to another coach and one other person that lives up here. I asked them, that score sheet, it needs to be, that score sheet needs to be gone. The score sheet that's out there right now with the 10, 10, 10, 10s and 2020s. I'm used to the last time I judged, the one that I seen, it had nothing but 10s. So me personally, when Total Distraction came out, Total Distraction did a phenomenal job. They tore the floor up like it's supposed to, and they did their job. So me personally, I was so hype about it, and literally not thinking, like, because My hand is right here, so I'm writing. I didn't even see the 20 until late to the second to platinum pressure came out. And I like, oh, hold up. I said, do not. I told the one of the parents that's telling up the scores, right? I said, do not do anything to that score sheet just yet. Let me change that. I have to change that for myself. I said, because that's not right. I said,
So let's address that. So it was said that Janie had pulled. Well, I don't know if Janie had pulled Scooter. Yes, JD pulled Scooter, and I'm assuming they said that that Total Distraction and Scooter's team had tied for creative.
yeah. So so they tied for creative, right? So me
And then
personally,
it was also stated that Janie wanted y'all to tell was wanting to tell the judges that y'all needed to have them do a captain's battle over a whole
me,
category.
yeah. But me personally, looking at the creator, and you can see the live, yeah. Total Distraction bought the whole shebang. They bought the
I'm
whole.
trying to understand, but I'm trying to understand, how do you do a captain's battle over a whole category? This is not stand battle. Do y'all
I don't
understand what
know.
I'm saying? This
Yeah.
woman don't know what the fuck she's doing. She does not know what she's doing. You don't do no fucking captain's battle for no whole team category. Like, girl, what? Who? Where is that coming from?
So the time
That
was
literally was pulled out her fucking ass to try to give another team an advantage. Again, I don't know Total Distraction. I've never seen Total Distraction. I've heard that Total Distraction is really, really good. I've never seen them personally. I just have heard they're really good. Yeah. But on both ends, you're now putting both of the teams at a point when you're making decisions like that or trying to make decisions like that to have both of them teams go at each other's neck because of some shit that you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
right.
How, Deanna, how the fuck do you have a captain's battle to decipher who won a whole fucking creative?
I don't know. The math ain't mathing for me.
Me, Jack, I chose Total Distraction. I said because they creative was creative.
No, what it was said was, Reese, that when it came down to it, Scooter was agreeing to do the captain's battle, even though he knew it was some fuck shit. Scooter had agreed to do the captain's battle. The other team said, we're not sending our girl out there to do a captain's battle. So that's when Scooter said, well, then we're just going to let the scores be the scores. And that's the topic. The scores is not the scores. Because even with that being said, I do agree with Scooter. If that was the case, then it should have been announced both of the teams tied.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree that both of the teams should have taken a picture with the same trophy to say that it was tied. And then Janie should have took her motherfucking funky pussy ass onto there out of them coins. And she should have doggone sent Scooter and them a trophy for creative first place as well. Because it was stated that y'all was huddled up outside or out in the lobby. Scooter went out there and saw y'all huddled up. And then Janie tried to come over there with the fuck shit.
Yeah, she put
again. This goes back to the person you saying that the Lord told you that it was cool to fuck with her.
But here's the thing, Jazz, like, even if I don't know if this was in the competition packet or not, even if there is a tie, you don't have to do like the stand battle coach thing. But why couldn't it be placed in the packet that, okay, if there's a tie, the judges will make the decision on who they're going to give first place to? Like, but if that's not in your packet, then it's only fair to do what you actually said, Jazz, is give them both first place and then send the trophies later. Neither one of y'all leave with the trophy, but I'm going to send y'all both trophies within a few weeks. But to do what is being suggested, that messes with the integrity of your name and messes with the integrity of your competition, because now people are not going to want to sign up for your stuff because they feel like they're going to get the short end of the stick, or you're going to choose who you feel like should have won versus allowing the judges doing their job. Because at the end of the day, it's based upon what the judges think the dancers are doing according to the guidelines that you set on the scoring sheet. So I just don't understand why stuff like this happens when it can have a simple resolve.
Because the person throwing on the show don't know what the fuck they doing. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put this out there. The reason why this is what she did to Reese. I know exactly what Janie Caldwell did. I ain't stupid. I know what that scamming ass hoe did. She dangled a little bit of carrot in front of Reese's face and told Reese that she's gonna do X, Y, and Z. And Reese can agree to it. He can accept it or not. But she doggone dangled some doggone coin in front of Reese's face, said that Reese will be her official judge for her show. I ain't stupid. And said that I was gonna pay you for both coaching my team and you can get paid for being one of my qualified judges. And that's why Reese bit the bait. Now, again, I'm not going against Reese when he say he praised the Lord, because he very well may have did that. But I'm telling you what I do know. She dangled some carrots in front of Reese's face. She felt an opportunity because she's an opportunist. She felt like it would be an opportunity to get him to come on board with her and her organization. And that's what the fuck happened. Now, Reese, are you willing to say that happened or not?
No comment.
Exactly, because that's what she did. I hear you. That's what she did. I'm not stupid. A snake only does one thing, and that sheds their skin. Her ass is a snake in the ass, grass ass bitch, and that's just what it is. And I'm not taking it back.
And now your integrity is in
This
question.
woman, Deanna, we have not known this woman to have a successful, qualified, professional competition ever.
You know what, Jazz? The crazy part is, let me say this. Not only that was going on or whatever, but we had people, I'm gonna say Total Distraction and Platinum Pressure was on a post stating that, I can send it to you actually, how a competition is and the judges and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, what did they mean? Because it was like 3 or 4 days before the competition. So what Scooter said something, he was like, wait till this weekend. So what you mean wait till this weekend? So you talking about the judges, right? But at the same time, I don't even know you, bro. Don't I'm gonna put that note, Jazz. I'm gonna put this out here. First and foremost, if you got a problem with Reese, let me know. If you have a prior problem with Reese, let me know. I'd rather handle that right then and there before I go to any competition.
Well, it was brought to my attention that the whole situation that stems back from what happened at a competition that you had said something about him and his team fighting kids or macing kids or whatever the case may be. Kimberly, sure, check your inbox. And that it basically, you know, that was your issue, that you had an issue.
What? That's the first time I ever seen Platinum Pressure. The Platinum Pressure, they bought the business. It was just I just put it in your inbox. I never had a problem with Scooter. That's my first time ever meeting him. So for me judging him and knowing that he's messy and stuff, first and foremost, let's nip it in the damn bud. But since everybody wants to be on Reese ass today, Reese ass day, that's what y'all want to do. First and foremost, Nina has a problem with me and had a problem ever since then. Am I correct? Jay, you know what I'm talking about. You know where we're going here.
Mm-hmm. But what does Nina got anything to do with you being over there with Jamie?
What's good? That's the problem. Why do you have a problem with me? Why I have a problem with Scooter? I didn't even know that boy at all.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Jazz?
I can hear you, Kim. Okay, so Kim is one of the moms from Platinum Pressure. Am I correct, Kim?
Correct.
Okay.
That comment, Mr. Reese, was not for you this weekend. It was wait till this weekend because we have a comp this weekend. We was going to address it after our competition to not cause any more. But this morning, Miss Janie went live with her half stories without the receipts that I had. That wasn't in regards to.
Let's talk about that. Janie went live to say a whole bunch of motherfucking nothing. Janie went live because she was mad because motherfuckers was letting her know that her competition was some bullshit. As we've been all talking about, her shows have been some bullshit for a very long time. Very long time. Her competitions has been what? Raggedy as the fuck. She raggedy, she's motherfucking messy, she's motherfucking distasteful. I can go down the line on Jenny Caldwell. Her pussy smell like fish tater, it smell like fish and old potatoes. You can look at her and tell that the bitch is not sane in the membrane.
I thought she
She's
was
not sane
special
in the
needs.
membrane. And I don't like her. And I will let everybody know I don't fuck with no Janie Caldwell. Because Janie Caldwell has never been motherfucking professional. She's never had no professional competitions. And she's never had no professional organization where anybody seen that her team was a threat to somebody else.
Yeah, so the post was for this weekend. We was going to clear the air, but like I said, yeah.
Let's get to the email. She said that she didn't doggone send an email to try to get Scooter's.
It was sent to it was sent to the school. It was sent to they messaged there to it because she mentioned the name Miss Ruby Red, and we all know Ruby Red is Janie's Caldwell's Facebook name.
What the fuck is Ruby Red, bitch? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So the email was that we was in first. She was like, we was in Myrtle Beach. Platinum Pressure did not go to that competition in Myrtle Beach. We have never been to Myrtle Beach.
We was talking about Pink Ice.
So therefore,
Ice was the ones that was in Myrtle Beach at Shaquem's show, and Pink Ice and another team, and I'll say the team name. It was Pretty Girl Mafia. Pink Ice and Pretty Girl Mafia went to that competition in Myrtle Beach, and there was some scores that was missed up from one of the judges. Shaquem had already addressed it on Facebook or whatnot, but one of the judges made a mistake and gave the team a single-digit score instead of what they were intended. Now, I don't know how that was caught. I don't know how anybody could question that because the scores are supposed to be the scores. But again, I digress. I wasn't there. I don't know.
So, and then with the last he is that the venue, I know the venue place, the person personally outside of dance. She was like, Kimberly, let me see what a Majorette is. She's on my iPad. She said, so when were you fighting? I was like, I don't know. It was during the time when we was doing creative and walkthrough. So she was like, so I talked to you Saturday, and then we talked again after the comp. She said, so when did you fight? I was like, I don't know why she would message you. And then she said she's the host. And then you telling them we left our room dirty. And I got the screenshots of the room. So I'm like, so how did I leave my room dirty? She was just giving you a heads up since they got a competition this weekend.
So essentially, Janie sent an email to a competition, to the venue, basically trying to get them to shut Scooter's competition. Again, Reese, this is what I'm telling you. This is the type of shit that you're attaching yourself to. You might want to rethink this shit because now that you're getting attached to it, now people are going to be looking at you like they don't want to fuck with you at all.
So his issues with Janie, his issues with Janie, it had nothing to do with his issues with Janie and the conversation that she had with Scooter and the coach in 17 in the hallway in the back before the judges went back and deliberated. So they came back and deliberated, and then it was something totally different. And then her packet, the way she awarded her trophies, is something totally different from her package. So it is, like I said, the score is supposed to be the scores. You got the scores. Our score sheet say one thing, and then you got flawless in the comments down and exclamation points, and it's an even score. There's no errors, nothing we need to work on. So it's like, how the hell? What the hell? If it's flawless and that's what you got written down there, you got all these exclamation points on the score sheet for this particular category question. And then you're like, well, we're going to give this, we're going to give you second place.
Check your inbox.
So this is why, so it's just a mess. The score sheet says one thing and then they say another, and then it's just like, wow.
This is my thing, and I had this conversation on multiple occasions. She was kicked out of Concord, according to her and according to other sources. She was kicked out of Concord because of the fuck shit that was going on in her competitions. Then she moved her competitions to Charlotte.
Correct.
So you were kicked out, and the school system is not allowed. Y'all think about it. Make it make fucking sense. Use y'all fucking brain. If this woman was kicked out of the city that she lives in, the town that she lives in, for the fuck shit she was doing in competitions, what makes you think that she's gonna come to Charlotte to be something?
Well, you try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and support the Majorette
Not in the
team.
Majorette community. We're not giving nobody the benefit of the doubt because at the end of the day, you have a repeat offender. She's a repeat offender. Janie Caldwell has been a repeat offender for years now, and she sits there and does little shady shit like offering teams free registration to do her show. If I'm not mistaken, the last show she did offer a team free registration because they said they never paid her nothing. So you're already going into your competition with some bullshit. How you gonna charge some teams and not charge all teams? I'm confused.
You got a point.
LaMarcus said, tell Terrell this needs to be addressed because he said he didn't know him. So they're saying that you did know Reese, you did know Scooter. They said
no, that's the first time I ever met. That's the first time I ever met this boy.
Terrell said y'all all did a competition, Shamika Plummer's competition.
That's when I first met him. That's when I first met him.
Well, they were saying you said that you never met him prior to this. That's what
that's what I'm saying. I met him at that competition. That's the first time I met him. The competition I was telling you about.
Scooter, I sent you the link to your inbox. This is a whole lot of, and like I said,
it's bull crap, Jazz. I just wanted to come clear up about the score sheets and end it like that. That's in the. I made a mistake and I called the team. I even inboxed the team and talked to the CEO.
What mistake did you make?
I made a mistake at the very bottom where it says 2020. The 220s at the very bottom. I put 10 instead of 20.
But Reese, that's 10 point different. How'd you make that mistake?
Jan, like I said before, I'm used to the other score sheet. That score sheet right there is. I thought she was using the other one, but she didn't. So that right there, it messed me up, and I apologize. Went and apologized to the teams and the kids. No, I did what I was supposed to do as a judge. They asked me to. I went even try to go back and change the score.
Okay.
So I did my part as far as like trying to make sure everything is right on paperwork even before I left. And they called me. I was like maybe 45 minutes down the road, and they called me and they said, "Maurice, did you know you made a mistake?" I said, "Yes." I tried to come back in there and change it before I left because I knew it was wrong. Because everybody else score sheets was right. Am I correct?
I don't know. I didn't get no other. I didn't get no
right.
other.
Everybody else score sheet was right. It was just that one paper at the very bottom. I know exactly what paper it is.
But that what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, Reese.
Mm-hmm, that's my mistake.
You guys are saying it's your mistake, but the damage is done.
Yeah, it's done.
The damage is done and people are so quick to forget. If that happened to your team, how would you feel?
The same way.
Granted, he still won grand champion, but look at the after effect. The after effect was what? They tried to come and accost his team after he was trying to leave and get his girls off the premises. Like, it was a whole bunch, a lot of going on. And I'm trying to understand, like, how are y'all still wanting to? This my thing. What in the fuck was the appealing factor of doing Jenny Coswell's show? That's what I want to know. I want to know that. What made y'all pay y'all registration to do her show? Scooter, you can answer this question because you was one of the teams that registered.
I told you I didn't want to do that show. But no, on a serious note, the same comment that Kim made, I can attest to it. In terms of just being asked multiple times to do the show and never showing the support, I considered doing it. I was like, okay, well, we'll do the show. Once I saw the judges panel and stuff like that, I told my other coach, there's only two of us, I was like, I really do not want to do this competition. I don't want to do it. I don't think it's a good idea. But because we had made it so far and making the creative, she was just like, look, I want to do the comp. So, it's not just me. Although, on the team, and I'm a coach, I still have to work with my other coach. So it's never going to be a what I say go type thing. So we decided to do the show anyway. So that's the reason. And I'm not saying it was the right reason, but that was the reason, just to show that local support. However, in terms of not wanting to do the competition, Reese, you stated that you didn't. I don't know if it didn't click or whatever the case may be, but you stated that you didn't know me. You didn't meet me prior into this current competition. So that's what they're talking about in the comments because that's what you said. But that's not true. We met.
I
We
remember you
first,
meeting
yeah,
you.
give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We first met when we did that competition in Henderson, right?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling uneasy. I'm gonna be totally honest, and I didn't bring it to your attention because that's how unnecessary bull get started. But I just have to be transparent and clear that way
Right.
everybody on the same page. So the reason why I was uneasy about doing the competition once they dropped the judges panel because I saw that you was on the panel. Reason being, when we went against each other in Henderson, you correct me if I'm wrong, but the Divine Extreme was the team that you brought to the competition, right?
Right, because Nina team couldn't register.
Okay, question. Is that your name, but did you just use the Nina girls for that competition?
No. That was my name.
So, cool. All right, so 1 second. Hold on, just follow me. So, I had communicated with Nina after the fact because Nina reached out to me, right? And it was told, and I'm not sure whether it's a truth or a lie, but it was told that you actually used her girls. Y'all just competed under her, and that you also told her that me and you hadn't got into it. And I told her, now mind you, this months ago, I just never brought it to your attention because it's just not that deep to me.
Right.
But you hadn't also told her that, that we hadn't got into it at the competition in Henderson. And Terrell can speak on this because Dazzle Sugar Divas, they were there as well.
Right.
And I said, well, that's some weird ass shit. Because I ain't never spoke to this man a day in my life. Right. We never exchanged words. Ever. Because same competition, that's when you got out and you did the drum major piece for the parade.
Right.
So that's when we first met. All right, cool. Now, in regards to the comment that Jasmine made in regards to you calling somebody, it's one of them community bands that's in y'all in the little Raleigh Durham area. They was going to Mardi Gras, and they wanted to take my team with them to perform. That guy told me that you reached out to him and said that you wouldn't recommend it because you told him about how we hadn't got into it with the other team in Wilmington. Cool. Look, follow me now. There's another issue that I had, right? So when everything took place, when that Dreams and Nightmares competition, when you inboxed me and you was telling me how you was gonna pull up on, I'm not gonna say his name, but how you was gonna pull up on that guy that was over the Dreams and Nightmares competition. The reason why I addressed you the way I did in our inbox when I was like, well, do whatever y'all feel is necessary. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, at that point I did not trust you. Because there would have been the third occasion on something that took place within everybody that I knew absolutely nothing about. But I never brought it to your attention or tried to address it with you because I can brush stuff out. And at the end of the day, if I would have just said, hey, did you reach out to XYZ and say not to for him to not use my team for the Mardi Gras parade, it would have just created more issues. And the only reason why I'm bringing it out now is because everything just has to make sense when people are bringing stuff up. I don't want you to be caught by surprise, but those are the details of it. So that is what all that is streaming from. And another thing, my biggest issue that took place at the competition, now that I'm on the live, is I just feel like, if we gonna call a spade, let's call it a spade, right? If it was top for first place, when we went out there, it was me, Janie, Devin, and my other coach, 17. We had a whole discussion. We stayed out there about 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. It was like, it's the top for creative. Cool. So then they brought up, doing the captain's battle to see who was going to get the first place for creative. But it was actually, let's do a captain battle to see who's going to take the trophy home and who's going to get one sent in the mail. I agreed to it. Because I'm going to be honest, it wasn't nothing to me. Devin said that he was not going to put his captain out there for that because it was nothing but a trophy. I was like, well, with that being said, if it's a tie, let's let the score sheet speak for itself. And, we just going to let it be what it is. You send both of us a trophy. So we agreed on that, right? Mind you, now I'm already thrown off because now I know y'all on that bullshit. Because even when we was in there talking in the hallway, and 17 and Devin, if everybody gonna have some integrity, they can speak to this too. Even when we was in the hallway, James like, well, I already know who I feel like should have won. It's not about who you feel
like something she would say too.
It's not about who you feel should have won. When you're
not a fucking judge.
When you choose to pay judges, you instill your trust in them that they're gonna make the right decision, right? So if the score sheet playing out and it came out to be a tie, then that's what you respect.
Scooter, what did she say? Scooter, what did she say again? So that everybody on the live can hear. What did she say?
I already know who I feel like should have won. Cool, right? Because at the end of the day, one thing about it, I've been dancing for years.
Mm.
And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. They had more props than we did. We had a custom made Sierra backdrop with all her album covers, and we had the little 3D letters with the lights in it. They brought out like school desks. They brought out a backdrop, of course. Then they had like this little like firefighter type thing, man, and they did like a Space Jam thing, right? But at the end of the day, even with creative category, you still judge the dancing. Total Distraction is a great team. I would never take that from them. But I'm gonna keep it a spade, baby. We did a triple pirouette and we ended with a calypso in the middle of a tumbling pass. So I gave what supposed to have been given at that competition. We did just that.
That was too much for her little ass brain to even consider.
So if it came out to be high, I respected that. But it's like, nah, this is how they felt. Devin and also, nah, it wasn't no tie. Of course, you're gonna always feel like you won because that's your team. So of course, that's how you're gonna feel. So my issue was after we agreed that okay, it's gonna be a tie, and this is what we're gonna do. I come in, we in the gym. I'm telling them like, what the fuck is taking them so long? I go back inside. They were in the huddle. Then she come back. Oh, we just don't feel like that's actually fast, so we're gonna have to just deliberate again. Cool.
But deliberate
after you
what?
Check this out. After you
come on,
go on that score sheet, you don't go back and change scores, bro. So let me see if I still got it. Check this out. Follow me now. Cause y'all know I ain't gonna feed y'all no bullshit. Just follow me. What does that say?
Let me see.
Hold on.
That say 300.
Perfect scores. So if it was a tie, that means both of us had perfect scores, which is fine. So if you decide to give one team first and the other team second, at this point, in order for you to do that, you gotta change scores. You don't do that. That's unethical behavior. You should just kept it a spade, and did what we agreed to, which was announced that it was a tie for first place, allow both of us to take the picture with the first place trophy and send it in the mail.
So hold that thought, Scooter. So another team that I guess attended this show, they want to be left anonymous, but they said, I know you're on live. They want to make sure that that this was brought to the attention, but that's the guy on there. That guy on there is one of the judges, talking about Reese, that left the same time me and their partner and other coach did. We went to support and just look at the competition. When we left, he said to us and the guy he was walking with, he didn't know how the scores ended up like that because he didn't put that. So he's lying.
Ooh.
Now that's what somebody just said to me that was at the competition. And they said Reese said to someone that the guy he was walking with didn't know how the scores ended up like that because he didn't put that.
But see that's what I'm talking about. So that's why when shit started going left, bro. Like that's why for the most part I let them have it. Because even then it was a discussion about not knowing about the 10 out of 20 thing. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna show y'all another reference. Cause I've been trying to like just let it die down. Like I haven't really been entertaining like I could have. But even with that being said, if that's true, I'm gonna show you another score sheet. Right. So when you look at the score sheet, this is one that causes all the controversy, right? You see how I got straight 10s, and then at the bottom how I got 10 out of 20. Y'all see that, right? But the comments say, overall, the whole damn Space and Smile was everything. What was done needed to be done. Thank you, coach. So if it was a mistake on the other team's sheet, I can almost guarantee you it was one on mine as well, because those comments don't match up with a 10 out of 20. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I've been judging for a long time. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Oh, Lord. Scooter, everybody sending me screenshots. Somebody else sent me one where Reese said, oh, this is a coach's group. Hold on. That, and I cleared it up yesterday and today. So Total Distraction, 1 grand champion. Then that's when Scooter says, so once again, as I stated, I feel like the situation at hand to please Total Distraction. So y'all got it. And I have nothing else to say, because when it's a mistake or a mishap on an end that affects us, it's okay. But when it affects y'all, it's a problem solely because this is Scooter talking, because solely problem because you all feel otherwise, which is evident because it's your team. And mind you, they deliberated on the score sheets after the whole creative discussion. The shit is a mess. And I'm about to exit this chat as well. And then Reese said, and there was a mistake, point blank, we make them.
And see, look, and that took place the next day. That took place. Whoever sent you that, they got to be in the coaches group chat. That took place.
Yes, Josh. Yes, Joshua.
Look, those messages took place that Sunday, mind you. As soon as I got out of church, looking at the group chat, these long ass paragraphs, and we was going back and forth for a minute. But that was my ending piece because, like I was telling, they kept on trying to say, "Oh, well, it was supposed to be an 8 instead of an 8 and stuff like that." Mind y'all, I just showed y'all my score sheet, right? The score doesn't match up with the comment, so there could have been a common mistake as well. But I just didn't have the mental capacity to keep on going back and forth about it. And that's what I told them. If that's how y'all feel, is that what y'all have to say to please everybody? Then you can have that. Like, it's okay, because at the end of the day, these comments, and this is one score sheet. These comments.
So let me ask you, Scooter, that score sheet right there, what category was that for?
This one right here is for walkthrough.
Okay, in the walkthrough category, you got perfect. You said you got perfect what, boo? You got perfect scores on that too?
No, so I got perfect scores in creative. It would have been perfect scores in walkthrough as well. No, it would have been, I think it would have been like -1 point on walkthrough as well. But it depending on this sheet right here. This the only one that's kind of off because you get straight 10s going all the way across, nothing but positive comments. But once it get toward the bottom where it's out of 20, it's still 2 straight 10s. But the comments
But they didn't say why you took out, why they took off 20. They just gave you positive feedback.
That's the thing. The same mistake that they claim happened to them could have happened to us as well because the comments don't match up with the scores. Overall, the whole
Who was the judge for that?
The judges didn't put their name on it.
Oh, well, that's unqualified in the motherfucker. What is going on? Like, that is like, okay, so now we're at it. I'm sorry, Scooter. Now I gotta time you out. Let me time you out and I'm gonna tap you back in. Now I'm timing out because now it's looking real fishy. Like someone could have actually took an extra score sheet, put their own scores on that motherfucker, and did not initial that an actual judge made that decision. Think about it. There's no initial. All the other score sheets, do they have initials on them?
The way this shit went, probably not. Hold on. Yeah.
Huh?
Hell no.
So none of the score sheets have any name or initial on them whatsoever.
Oh.
And this is the motherfucker that y'all want to go and support. How many judges was it?
3.
It was Reese, and who was the other 2 judges?
It was Reese, the coach of Steppers of Distinction. He got a step team here in Charlotte. And I'm not
qualified.
And I'm not familiar with the other young lady, but I think she has a team called Prancing Soldiers or something like that.
Never heard of them. So Reese, you didn't even put your name on the score sheet.
No. Usually I put an initial at the bottom.
You didn't even do that.
No.
Y'all, go ahead, Scooter. Time back in, Scooter. It's back on you. I got to dissect this because it's got a process in my brain. I don't understand how we have. Okay, let me ask a better question. Hold on, Scooter. Maurice, how do you feel? I want an honest question. How do you feel that you are qualified to judge a competition? Let me ask that.
Dance experience for over 25 years.
25 years, and in your 25 years of experience.
And that's the one mistake I have ever done since I've been ever since I've been judging anything. I always put my initial. This one competition, that one mistake caused a lot of problems.
Well, that was 2. You didn't put your initials, and you made a mistake. A 10-point difference. You literally put 1-0, and you said you meant to put 2-0. That's not.
Yeah.
That don't look like.
The scores is the scores. It's done. It's over with. So
no, it's not, because this is an issue we have.
I tried to correct my mistake before I even left the building. I know it. I even told them to hold the score sheets. Even I tried to go over there and talk to the person that was telling the scores. I said, no, hold that and let me correct that because I know what paper it was. It was the first one.
Now I will say this. the whole controversy about fixing the score sheet, stuff like that, all that stuff did not take place until after we was announced as grand champion, and then it was like, nah, hold on, we got to run this back. There has to be a mistake. All the judges already gone. They had to call Maurice because all them.
Yeah, I was already gone. Yeah, I was already on. They had to get to work.
And mind you, and this is my personal opinion, this is my perspective, and everybody can take it with a grain of salt. But if a judge caught a mistake beforehand and tried to fix it before the tally, it should be no reason why that should have not been able to happen.
And with that being said, Scooter, hold that thought because I want us to continue this. Let's take a quick commercial break. And y'all know I'm gonna be here for a nasty promo, baby. So one thing about 11 Tuesdays for show, we don't have them problems over here at Showtime. So let me go ahead and throw in a little plug right there for y'all, baby. For those who are looking for competition in Atlanta, Georgia, we do have a couple more spots open for nationals in Atlanta, July 13th. This is a one-day show, not a two-day show. This will be on July 13th in Atlanta, Georgia. We do have the mini junior division as well as the overall division. Mini junior division has walkthrough, pom-pom, and stands. Overall division has walkthrough, creative trio, field show, and stands. The deadline has passed, but you are able to still register because we have extended the registration until this Friday. Following that competition, we will be in Richmond, Virginia. Excuse me, let me go back. Following that competition, August 10th, we will be in San Diego, California for the Live on the Sands Summer Buck Down. We do have mini junior division, senior overall division, as well as the adult division. We do have additional categories such as hip hop, HBCU parade, HBCU field show, and HBCU 8s and 16s. Following that competition, we will be in Richmond, Virginia for the Spooktastic Buck Down Part 4 Eastern Regional Competition. This is open for new teams 3 years or less or vet teams 4 years plus. We do have categories such as combined walkthrough, combined creative, combined trio, stands in the stands, junior stands, senior stands, and a best costume contest. Following that competition, we will be on the cruise, live on the cruise. It's Showtime Live on the Seas 2025, July 7th through the 12th. This will be a cruise competition. This is open to all step, drill, and dance competing teams. These are the prices for the interior, ocean view, and balcony cabins. If you guys need more information on registration, late registration, or early registration ends July the 1st of this year, which is $40 per dancer. And then the standard registration is $50 per dancer due by March 31st, 2025. So if you guys are interested in any of those competitions, please feel free to make sure that you guys message me so we can go ahead and get you guys in there. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh my God. Okay. Let me go to the comments. Hopefully Scooter could come back and let me go to the comments. Let me go to the comments. I was there at the show. One judge ran out while a team was performing and they said her daughter was fighting outside. Was there a fight that happened outside, Reese?
Yeah, it was her daughter and Janie's daughter.
Her daughter and Janie. So there was a fight. So Janie having fights.
Because they used to be friends, and they got into an altercation, went back and forth with words, and we really didn't see it until I didn't know about it until like later on. But yeah, it was outside. I think it was outside. But like Scooter
okay, so going back to Scooter. Now, Scooter, go ahead and clear up what you were saying, baby. I'm sorry. I hope you didn't forget.
Yeah, no, I didn't forget. I was just saying, like, as far as like, I don't know, it was just so much shady stuff that was going on that like it just wasn't adding up. Even from a score sheet standpoint, I know Reese stated that, once he noticed it, he was telling them not to do nothing with it, so that he could fix it, X, Y, Z. We had 2 intermissions, right? And then we also had another intermission. We was out there having a discussion about creative. Mind you, walking first cap, I felt like it would have been fixed, right? And it's like nobody to address a discrepancy with the score sheet until after we got announced as grand champion and things of that nature. So it's like stuff just adding up, and it started getting rocky. I knew that when they came on their bull about that type of creative and so many ways of fixing and let's find this solution. I knew they was on some bull. So at the end of the conversation, once they announced us, I'm gonna be honest, when everybody was in their bread, we was taking pictures and stuff like that. When they called us in there, who walked in there? Then I looking. I'm reading the room. I'm listening to sidebar comments. I'm watching. I'm seeing what they doing. I'm just watching everything. Mind you, I'm already uneasy because of what took place with the Tafel Creative. So I already knew they was on some other shit.
Oh,
So
go
I
on.
left. Yeah. And so I left. And even when I got to the van, they came around to like 30 deep, right? And it was just an overall mess. It was an overall mess as a whole, and that's why I told them in a group chat the next day during the Sunday when we was talking and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all got it, and I left. Like after we got down going back and forth, I was like, you know what, it is what it is. Y'all got it. What I told them, I'm like, whatever y'all feel like y'all need to do, I feel like it's operation. Please them. Just examining everything and looking at how everything went and what was being said and how things were being done. It was like this gonna be like a lose-lose situation regardless. So whatever y'all feel like y'all need to do, y'all do that.
Miss Kim, do you have anything to add?
James, it was a mess because she's throwing a rock and hiding her hand. She's not being honest and saying that she met with both of them coaches behind the scenes without the judges. And like she said, she knew who she wanted to win, and she came to our room while we was taking down the props to prepare for the award ceremony. And so it's just like she's not being completely honest with all parties. She's saying one thing and doing something totally different. And I just lost respect for her as a businesswoman because you're lying.
Well, I mean, to be completely transparent, when you look like this, I can't take you seriously. I can't take you seriously. Your presentation is everything. If I came out my dog on back of my dressing room looking like a whole dude, y'all would be like, I know you fucking lying, Jasmine. Scoot in my line. Y'all used to see me up here pretty, beautiful. I don't even got no makeup on this morning and still presentable. So if I came on this live today looking a fool, baby, I will be the talker. So I'm saying this to say we have to be mindful. I understand, Scooter, what you mean by you saying your coach really wanted to do the competition, but there's other comps that y'all could have literally saved y'all time and efforts for to. There's other comps that have creative. There's other comps that have creative. Sometimes as us directors, we have to make that executive decision to say, I'm not taking my, if you already are seeing the red flags, you already seen the fuck shit prior to, there is nothing wrong with you guys pulling out. There is nothing wrong with you guys saying, you know what? I'm not feeling this right now. It's just way too many things. And then you get there and the same creative that she said that y'all was so focused on doing, y'all got fucked in the end. If y'all won fair and square hands down, y'all just won fair and square hands down. I don't know. I'm trying to get our coaches to join so we can tell our.
One thing I did learn is that score sheet is the devil, and for our competition, our judges will be signing. It's feedback, and the math's going to be math. I
I mean,
learned that.
and then another thing too. I mean, even with the score sheet, I mean, you just have to have attention to detail. All that goes back to.
I've never even seen that score sheet.
What a
It's the one
qualified.
you can find on Google, and it's not even for Majorette.
So she didn't even. So. Okay, let me give you an example. This is my score sheet. Y'all see how detailed that is? It's broken down in categories. And then on this side, it lists your strengths, check boxes, and your weaknesses, check boxes. You have a whole section of comments here. This is broken down into four different sections, five technically. Your choreography, the maximum point you can get is 25 points. Your degree of difficulty and technique is another category. That's the maximum of 20 points. Your execution is the maximum of 25 points. Your presentation is a maximum of 20 points. Your overall performance is a maximum of 10 points, which if we add all these scores up, it would add up to a total 100-point possibility. Up here, it definitely says give you a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being excellent, 1 being poor. So you can definitely give them, depending on how that it tells you what to do. It's very detailed. Y'all have to understand and y'all have to be more choosy about the competitions y'all go to. You got to be. You got to be more choosy about the competition y'all attend. I really don't know what else to say about the situation. I mean, Maurice, he's 100% CDD or CCD or CDCDC or ABCD. I don't even know their abbreviation, but hopefully it's for the best. I know Total Distraction is trying to come on as well because they do have a few things to say, which this is the platform to do it. I feel bad that now, and I seen what Scooter said. What she's trying to do is she's trying to paint a narrative to make it be beef between Total Distraction and Platinum Pressure when there's no beef at all.
Correct.
Total Distraction never went to Janie and told Janie, oh, we got beef with them. Scooter never went to her and said, oh, we got beef with them. So how are you trying to come up with this whole narrative that they got beef? Where did that come from? Just like you didn't send an email, right? Just like you sent the email to that school to say that you was trying to get his show shut down because you was fucking pissed off because you claimed that he was angry. But no, in all actuality, you had a fuck show because you a fucked up person. You a fucked up individual. And I'm not going to take that back. Janie is not sane in the membrane. She's off of her fucking bonkers. And the elevator is not stopping on every floor. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm trying to wait to see. Baby, I created a whole PowerPoint and went live, and I never go live about score sheets, judges' comments on the sheets, the host of all of it after our last Majorette comp this season. My last experience sent me through the roof, sick of it. So, Maurice, after have gone through this, how are you feeling? I'm trying to understand, like, as a judge and as a coach, like, how exactly are you feeling about this whole experience?
This whole experience right now tells me that you got to be more mindful of your score sheet, like it always has been, and you can't. Mistakes are not allowed, or there's no room for error when you are judging a team. And all right, bro. I'll see you later. All right. And you gotta be mindful of people, and people might be hearing things about you or whatever, and then you never know everybody has a motive for anything, everything. So me doing this, I probably won't even judge no more, to be honest.
I mean, honestly, I think that would be a good idea. I'll be honest with you. Let me be honest with y'all. Just because you're a coach does not make you a qualified judge. Let me just say that. You might be strong in that area, but when it comes down to being able to decipher, for me, I'm a director. I could be a director of a team. I can judge. Hold on, let me put this on you. I can judge a show. Why? Because I've been in the dance community for X amount of years. I literally have trained and looked at my girls and can see what looks good. It doesn't take a rocket scientist when you have an award-winning team. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to be able to see your formations is off or your lines is off. Your kick line, all of that goes into consideration. How well is your routine going with the music? Does the musicality to play a factor in it? How high is their energy? Do they have their energy throughout the whole entire show? It's everybody not meant to judge. Let me just say that. Everybody not meant to judge, and everybody is not meant to have a competition. I want to get Joshua's feedback on this because he has joined us. Kim, do you have anything else to add?
No, I can go ahead and leave.
Okay, thank you. Maurice, do you have anything else to add? Okay, I'm gonna remove him. Okay, Josh. It's been so long since we've been on live together. Josh, and you in California. I miss you so much. I wish you was still down this way.
It's
But
the
Josh,
wee,
what?
it's the wee hours of the morning, and this is the first thing I saw when I got up. And when I tell you, I have been dying laughing, partially because, I mean, the matter at hand is not really a joke because there was two teams that are both very talented going back and
Very
forth
talented.
over the fact that one mistake was made, and that's crazy to me.
I'm still trying to understand how, as a judge, as a qualified judge, you make a 10
And
instead of
Reese
a
is
20.
Reese
Like
is
that
so
was,
cool, and
how
I
was that a
know it was
mistake?
innocent, but at the same point in time, how do you sit in that seat and not look at the score sheet before the competition even starts? Or as once they book you, hey, what does the score sheet look like? So I know what I'm judging, looking for as a judge. You know, I think it's very interesting and very telling. Well, first off, you know, Bug Eyes, but she been having this she been throwing competitions and been fucking up the Majorette industry for some years now. So I'm not.
But
I'm still not
wait, Josh.
understanding.
According to her, she's professional. She's fair. According to her.
Well, we all deserve the right to be delusional a little bit. But I think the fact of the matter is anybody who competes in her competitions leaves with a beef somehow, some way, some shape, some form. I will never forget when I was beefing with, I'm not gonna say their names, and I was now judging Carolina Divas, and then guess who else is in that same competition? The same people that I had a serious public beef with. So it's just like, and then to play oblivious is crazy to me. So I just think that like Scooter the bro, that is the brother. I don't know why he did that competition. He did say that his
Well,
other
according
judge
to
wanted
Scooter,
to.
Scooter said he didn't want to do it. However, his coach, and that's why I said sometimes as us directors, we have to make that executive decision. If you already can see the red flags, you talking about y'all worked on a creative for so long, and now you get to it, and y'all have been snatched for something because of a 10, not a 2, not a 3, not even a 5 point difference, but a 10 point difference. You guys were snatched from that.
But see,
Because
I don't understand how it was snatched. I guess now I just left a math literacy training, right? I've been in there for quite like two days. If both score sheets had the exact same scores, specifically in that creative category, and then they went back and noticed that both teams had the same score sheet, and there was mistakes on both teams' score sheets that
that
puts them
that
back
that
at
is,
a
that
tie.
is that is the mystery that I'm trying to figure out. Because according to Scooter, he just showed us the score sheet. The score sheet had a perfect 300. Now,
Yeah,
the maximum score that you can get on my, which I'm trying to understand. You know what? Y'all got to dissect that thing because if I'm not okay, so that was his overall. It must have been his overall score. That
his
had to be the overall score because
the overall score for that category. Because
the
if there's
overall score for all three categories combined. But according
how it can't be
but I'm
because
saying, looking at that score sheet, with according to that score sheet, the maximum points you can get for that category is 100.
for one judge
Okay, so from one judge, okay, so all three judges gave him a perfect score.
had to if his total was up
Okay,
to 300.
okay, no, it was for that category. Okay, so okay, got it. So Scooter said it was okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't going on. Okay,
But if
100
he got a
points
300
total per
and
score. Okay,
then
okay, got it. I was
if
like,
he
wait, what?
if he got a
Okay,
300 in creative and then they noticed that, and then let's just hypothetically say, because I think that the problem was initially total
I'm
distraction got
Josh, I'm telling
280.
you what happened. Janie changed that score.
Well, I've been
I'm
told.
telling you, she changed. If you're telling me I had for that category, we both had perfect scores. And Janie made the comment and said, I already know who I want to see win. Janie changed them fucking scores. And so again, Reese is trying to cover for her.
You think so?
Yes. Reese is trying to cover for her. Reese is taking a blunt and said, "Oh, I made a mistake and put a 10 instead of a 20."
And you can't even verify because nobody put their names on the score
Nobody
sheet.
put their initials on it. So the math is still not mathing for me.
No.
Janie changed that fucking score sheet. And instead of her saying she did it because she's thrown on shows, Reese not thrown on the show, she thrown on the show. Reese, I'm telling you, when I even asked Reese said no comment. I said, Reese, what made you go over to Janie's team, to coach Janie's team? He said, I said, was it because she's dangled a little carrot in your face? Did she dangle a little bit of money and said, oh, you're going to be paid to be my coach and you're going to be paid to be my official judge? He told me out of his mouth, no comment. That's all I needed to know.
He coaches them?
He coaches her now, her team now. Yes. So of course, in her mind, she don't want to take the blunt of it because she still want to have on shows. Y'all, it makes sense. Does it make sense to me? Do it make sense? Do I need to put myself and be flat? Does it make sense to y'all?
That's crazy.
Him, that's all right. I know what to do. She's telling him, where am I at? Y'all know I'm about to go there. I feel that thing. Y'all want me to go there? I'm gonna go there. Where is that? I'm telling y'all. Oh, this is some Jerry Springer shit. She's telling them. Do I got it? Yeah. Hold on. I gotta go to B flat. I like this type of carrying on. She told him that you go ahead and take the blunt stick of the doc on issue because you're getting paid from me. And Reese is so doc on gullible from Durham, North Carolina, that he's going to bite the bait that the state feeds her. But the problem is, you done got yourself into some shit that you're not going to be able to get yourself out of. Because now people not going to fuck with you because you attached to her. Now you make it make sense.
I don't understand how we kind of got to this place where we can just allow anybody to put on anything.
Ain't God all right.
Because
ain't God all right.
And I hate it for him. He's talking about something I'm probably never going to judge again after this. You're probably right. You're probably accurate.
Kevin, check your inbox.
Because what in God's name is going on?
I'm still trying to figure that out, Joshua Caldwell. That's why I'm saying I'm just so freaking confused about how is it that you, and that's why I asked the question. Y'all got me in tears. I asked the question why. I said, how do you feel that you are credible and that you are qualified to judge? And this is me being honest with Reed. Yeah. How do you feel like you're credible and qualified, Kevin, it's in your inbox, to even judge? He said, because I have 25
years of dance experience.
That's not answering my question. Oh, Scooter said that Janie called him and said, Reese, this looks like your score sheet right here.
But I thought he had to go to work after the competition. He was with Janie? Janie
want to come on my live. I would let her.
The people just need answers. What is the answer?
She said she wants to come on. And wants me to send her a link. Reese, you can send her a link. You can send her a link.
Yes, let her defend.
Everybody trying to come. Look at Molly talking about jazz. Let me. Yo, look, it's free for all of y'all. Molly, I just sent it to your inbox as well.
We just
Maybe she a handwritten expert and knew his handwriting. What?
Jazz, tell him we just like escape. We just need some understanding, baby. We just need some
I'm trying to
understanding.
understand some shit. Sharice, I'm gonna send you the link, baby. It's in your inbox. Sharice, you gotta check your inbox, baby.
Yeah, and they both, and this is what pissed me off is because they both like family. So it's just like you got Scooter and them going at it with total distraction. And normally the vibes be cool. So it's just like one person is causing all of this controversy, and
But she
we
good
told,
for
but
the
we
man.
told.
But she's supposed to be so cool and supposed to be unified and talking about unity. Girl, you don't even have your score sheet nor your judges in check. How was you qualified in this How were you qualified? Y'all don't forget to hit that cash app, please. Hit that cash app for me. Goal is $150.
It's becoming a mess. It is a mess. It's a literal mess.
It's in your inbox, baby. Look, everybody trying.
They want a key. No, the girls want a key. That's what it is.
They want a whole key,
They
baby.
want a key because we all. It's just like we all sitting back like, what the fuck? Like that's what everybody just wants to say.
Mind y'all, I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Diamonds of Jacksonville came from under Jay Heat. So the reason why there is a Diamonds of Jacksonville, coached by Coach London Mama. The reason why there is a Diamonds of Jacksonville is because there was a Jay Heat dancerette of Jacksonville. That's the thing.
And let's get into it.
And big ups to Diamonds of Jacksonville, but just letting y'all know, there was a process to that thing. They had to be trained from me to go and be on that. Yes, indeed. One thing about it, you got to know that.
And let's clarify, I'm from North Carolina. I have been coaching in North Carolina for 10 years. Still work with my good sis Kevin, Wet Pink Eyes. Still work with several teams. So.
What's going on, Kevin? What you got to say?
I ain't got to say nothing. Y'all said enough.
Ooh.
Is this the fact that y'all? Is this
now
the
I'm
fact that
on
y'all?
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Ooh.
So this is the thing, or whatever. First of all, I don't know who made a Miss Ruby Red email or whatever and slandering me, but my emails are jcaldwell6571@gmail.com, dancing for a purpose @gmail.com, and Carolina Dancing Diamonds @gmail.com. I don't have another email. I don't have no reason to get on there and send nobody no email to no schools or nothing as much as I don't been done wrong. Why would I treat somebody else that way or whatever? We all get money. We all do competitions. I don't do none of that. So therefore, let's clear CDD name up out of that. Second of all, as far as my competition went, it was a mistake. I did not let him go back and mess with the judges sheets because
hold on, we never announced the email. So the email was never even announced.
Well, this is what Reese told me when I just spoke to Reese. Huh?
What did he tell you?
He told me that the email that was sent was a Miss Ruby Red Gmail account.
The email was signed. It was basically noted, Miss Ruby Red. The lady from the actual venue said that the email came from, she did not disclose what email it came from. She just read off the email and said it was basically signature or signed, said Miss Ruby Red or whatever the case may be.
I promise y'all, and I'm sitting here looking at y'all, and I put that on my grandmother and everything. I ain't sent no email. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy to put into that. I'm sitting here trying to paint my building and get my stuff ready. I have a 2,500 square foot building that I'm trying to get together. That has nothing to do with me. I have no ill will towards Platinum Pressure. They was at my competition. A mistake was made.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Let me ask this question. You stated that Platinum Pressure and Total Distraction had prior beat to your show. Where did you get that from?
I didn't have, okay, so people is hitting me in my inbox saying that
Let me hear you, Devin. Hold on, baby.
Platinum Pressure and Total Distraction is rivalries already.
But Jamie,
They're not.
do you know that? But
man,
do you know that for a fact? Did Platinum Pressure or Devin's team come?
They acted like they were friends to me.
Exactly. So why would you put that out there for people that has nothing to do with anything?
It doesn't even matter what the thing is. This is my thing. My thing is this. I came on here to simply tell them wholeheartedly, I have no beef against Total Distraction. I have no beef against Platinum Pressure. I have not sent in a email at all. I'm dealing with kidney failure. I don't have time to be wasting energy on
Well, you just
sending an email, getting somebody comp
tell you about.
denied. That doesn't make any sense. I think to me that it was a lie from the beginning because they are mad. I guess Platinum Pressure is mad because I announced Total Distraction as my grand champion. That's about all I could say. But at the end of the day, that's not me. I received a message at 12:07 last night on my personal phone, not Facebook, not none of that, or whatever, a text message calling me bitches and everything and saying that I got in cahoots with Fluffy or whatever. I guess or something like that to get his show canceled. I'm like, what the fuck? So Fluffy called me. I picked up the phone and I'm like, hello? She like, Janie, did you get the same text? I said, I did. I said, what the fuck is all of this? Or whatever. She was like, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out too and get down to the bottom of it. I said, well, ain't you in his show? I said, because we was just actually coming. I was just telling my girls that we're coming up there so that we could see the show and bring money and support the show. I don't know what the fuck email is. Know nothing about shutting him down. He has bigger enemies out here than me. I'm not his enemy. I have never been his enemy. He ain't never did nothing. Scooter knows for a fact that every time he has seen me, it's been love.
Who are you to say that he has enemies? What does that have to do with your situation?
It has everything to do with it because it's
Wow.
not me. If you're pinning something on me, you're pinning something on me. You need to look at who's
So you're
closer to
trying to
you.
tell me
That
that
not me.
you're trying to tell me that that lady that
Jasmine, what you're sitting here trying to do is you're trying to do is you're trying to make something out of nothing, and it's not for
how
me.
it was your show that was fucked up. What are you talking
It's
about?
my show that was
That
fucked
was
up. Yeah, okay,
fucked up,
over a mistake. Over a
girl.
fucking mistake
Okay,
that
well
we tried to
let me
make right.
Okay,
Janie
I
hold
said
Janie
what
on,
I needed
Janie
hold
to
on,
say.
Janie,
hold
I
hold
on.
put it
on.
on
Janie,
there and
hold
said
on.
what
Let
I
me
Wait,
explain
needed to
something to
do.
wait,
you.
I
wait, wait,
did
Janie,
wait.
hold on so I
everything
can get off
right.
this live
Had
and I can
total
clear up
distraction could
Total
even tell
Distractions name.
Okay,
Wait,
what
can
was
I
Let me
ask
clear
a
let me
question?
clear Total Distractions name as the head coach. So you can hold on. Anyways, this is what happened. So we got the score sheets at the end, and the judge Reese, whatever his name is, he had put perfect scores on walkthrough. I got to the bottom of the sheet. I didn't say, "Oh Lord, we lost." I know something not right. No, what I said was, "Let me see the score sheets." So when I seen his score sheet, which I didn't even know whose score sheet it was because there was no names, no initials, no nothing on there, and nobody was to be found at the end of the show. Everybody dipped. So I seen the score sheet, and it had a 10 out of 20, 10 out of 20 at the bottom.
Devin, right quick. You said that you guys didn't even have access to the judges after the show was over.
No, we did not. They dipped. We
Okay.
we didn't see nobody.
Okay. I just want to make sure that was clarified. Go ahead.
Yes. So they wasn't there. Nobody was there to even ask questions, get feedback, anything. So when I seen it, I went to the host because it's her competition. Whatever. Boom. I go to her and I say, this cannot be right here. You got perfect scores all above 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. But then at the bottom, you got 10 out of 20, 10 out of 20. Either he wasn't paying attention or something like that. So she calls him and he said, yeah, it supposed to been a 20. Blah, 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 blah. Either way it goes,
This is
it
on
was
the
wrong as
phone. He
fuck.
tells Janie that it's supposed to be a 20.
Yes, because she called him because she said, "Oh, that looked like Reese paper." We don't
But
know whose
she
it is,
how
but
could
she
she
know.
even know? How could Janie even know if she did if none of the judges put their dog on initials on? So it could have been anybody.
because I knew exactly. Come on now, because I
Yeah,
knew
That's
you
what
exactly.
caused
gotta
the
tell that
issue.
then.
That's what caused the issue right there. It was never about them winning at all. First of all, and we never had a problem with Platinum Pressure, so I don't know who painted that narrative right there either. But we never had a problem with them. We competed against them, all
Janie
that
said it.
stuff.
Janie
Now the
said on
shady
her live,
things,
Devin, that y'all had prior beef to her show. That what she said.
we never
By
had no
inbox.
prior beef. We competed against them, and he had some questions. I'm about to clear up the questions that he had when it comes to the shady stuff that he said we was being shady about. So he thought that we had their logo on our book bags, our team bags with our logo on them. Okay. After I told him no, I guess, whatever. After I told him no, that was that. Then he said something about us having a logo on a piece of paper from the prior competition that we was in. It
Oh,
won't to be disrespectful. It wasn't to be disrespectful because we had every team name on that paper when my captain, Corey, came out and did his part of walkthrough. Anyways, that was that. Then he said something about our voiceover when Trio came. He said, did y'all was y'all talking about us or something like that? No, we was talking about another team to clear that up too. So it was like a bunch of assumptions coming from him anyway before all this went down. So I feel like it was already made aware that we wasn't that we had beef already. I guess somebody had told him that we didn't like him or something like that because he was already asking me questions as if, oh, y'all been coming for us this whole time anyway. No. We go to compete, blah 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 blah. We never had no bad feelings towards you, anything like that. Now, when it comes to that score sheet, Janie, it is fucked up. You cause two teams to go edit over your judge making a mistake, and I told you that. Everybody told you that. I told Reese that we never had no problem with them, and that's fucked up to me because now we have to clear our name and keep a good name on wherever we go because we never had no issue with nobody. We good in any competition that we go to. So with all this mess going on for score sheets, yeah, we not with it. And what's funny is before we even start the competition, he was the one that had something to say, talking about some. And I know everybody looking at me like who I am, blah 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 blah. Yes, we are looking at you like that because we need to know who is judging our girls.
And just to clarify, the judges panel was not qualified. Just to clarify, wasn't
And they
qualified. And they were not. That's why the Lord cut her off because she's about to lie. The judges was not qualified. You had a step team coach that is qualified in stepping. You had somebody else coach that didn't know shit about Major, or we never heard of him. And then Reese Carter, not qualified.
I guess the part that's still hecka confusing is the fact that Devin and them said that they had a score sheet in which they were missing 10 points in two areas, right? And then Scooter just got up here and showcased,
From each of those areas, yes. So 20 points
and then
total.
yeah, and then Scooter just showed the same score sheet. So it seems like either way it goes, it still would have been a tie, whether it was score accurate or whether
No,
it
what it
wasn't.
sounds like is someone went
No,
in
with creative, yes, Josh, you're right. Creative was a tie from the score sheets, but with walkthrough, that's where the issue was at. Because we would have had 20 more points added to walkthrough, which would
So
have
it
made us
sounds like
first in walkthrough and then grand champion.
y'all was taking points from walkthrough, and he was taking points from creative. That's what I'm getting.
I don't know. So I don't know what about the creative side. What when it
Because
came
he
to us
said
in the
according
hallway,
to him,
me and Scooter already,
y'all had
Jose,
perfect scores
they
for
like.
creative. Devin.
So they said it was a tie in creative from the score sheets. From the score sheets, I
Okay.
was referring
Okay,
to
both score
walkthrough.
sheets were for
Walkthrough is where the
walkthrough, is what he said. Okay.
yes, walkthrough was where the mistake had happened, and we supposed to have 20 points on added to that, and then that would have made us win walkthrough and overall grand champion to add them points on to that, which would have made us then win by 10 points when it came to grand champion. Like I said, we never had no issue with losing. We had an issue when we seen the score sheet,
Yeah. And so
like
she
any
had just
coach would,
judges,
and I
no
hope any coach
tabulator.
would do that.
No, she only had 3. She couldn't pay nobody else.
The tabulator was her, I'm assuming.
There you go. There you go. Why is the fucking host of the show tabulating? Why is she touching score sheets? Why is she touching score sheets? Devin, you just said what the fuck we needed to hear. She was tabulating. She was the one that was changing the score.
Because let me tell you this: on the bottom of the score sheet, it was a 79, and I think
Girl.
Reese or somebody was trying to fix the correction and put a 90 at the bottom when it would have been something else. But yeah, it's a bunch of mess, and it caused a bunch of disruption when it comes to two teams that's very talented, like Josh said,
Yeah.
and that's that.
I
Devin,
think from this point forward, y'all should just stay out the ghetto.
please stay out of her show. Was there even a head
Yeah,
judge? There was no head
I
judge
would
in our
assume the
hell
head judge
show.
was.
It was Reese,
I
right?
would assume the head judge was him in the middles, Reese.
Was
No,
Reese the one?
no, hold on, y'all. Check this out. This is what I was trying to show y'all earlier. This what I was saying. The
No.
same mistake that happened with them was the same mistake that happened with us. Look at the score sheet. Walk through. Right. Look at the bottom. Hold on, cause I am driving. Hold on.
Yeah, please,
Yeah,
please.
please be safe.
Look,
Okay, please pull
this
over,
thing,
Scooter.
and this what I'm saying. And that's why, like, when I was even when we exchanged words in the group chat, and I was over it. The frustration came from being literally what it was, frustrated and pissed off because all the shit was unethical. And what I was trying to, the way this shit happened at the competition, emotions were just too high from supporters and everything. And like I said on my live,
Yeah,
us
yeah.
as the coaches and the hosts, we couldn't even have no conversation because it was just so much going on. And that's why I said, you know what, y'all call me when y'all figure that shit out, cause I'm finna get the fuck on. And even when I did, like, I was trying my best to make it as smooth as possible, but it was just too much going on. And even I kid y'all not, definitely know that I ask you something right quick. Cause even then, like, it wasn't a big deal, but I still wanted to know. Like anybody else,
Oh
I
Lord,
was
school, you
going
get
out.
you school, you in the trees, baby.
And that's why when I was when Janie went live, she was like, apparently there was some beef between Total Distraction. Baby, nobody ever said that Total Distraction and Platinum Pressure was beefing. Prior to this competition, we only went against them one time, and they beat us. And Pink Ice competition, that's evident. That's a fact. They beat us. It was like
So
walkthrough,
it
creative.
sounds like this is what it sounds like. It sounds like the same stuff she mad about you about a lady. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Janie is very, very grimy. She's very grimy. She's very shady, and she's messy as the fuck. Now I don't know who sent the email. Don't know, but what we do know is the email was sent to try to get your show shut down because there was an issue at her show. That's what we do know. Okay. The lady over there at the place is not gonna sit here and make them know. What the fuck she get out of making out a whole fucking lie?
All right, here you go, right here at this part.
What we looking at? What
Can
we
y'all see
looking at?
that? I was just trying to share. So this
Okay.
for walkthrough. So this is what I'm saying. The same mistake that took place with Total Distraction is the same place that took place with us, right? This is a walkthrough score sheet. When you get to the bottom, hold on, I'm trying to make sure y'all can see it because I can't turn my camera around. That same 10 out of 20 that they got, we got as well. And that's what I was telling y'all earlier, how the comments didn't match up with the score, because what that says right
There
there.
was no negative comment.
Yeah, exactly. This what it says. Overall, the whole day, miles with everything was done. Thank you, coach. And
But they
that's what I
still
was,
took out 10 points. So either way, you still have unqualified judges because you're going to take out points and not even tell me why you're taking out the points.
but this the thing, just like that, and then it comes down to not paying attention to, because even at the top, you know, it's 10 out of 10, and they get the 20. So like I was saying, the same mistake they happened to Total Distraction where they want deduction,
Devin,
it happened to ours.
Yes, I'm
Dev,
here.
did you have a score sheet that looked like that as well?
Yes, our score sheets was all the same. The comments said great job, great this, great that, but when it got down to the bottom, it was the same as Scooters. Yeah, it was.
So they gave you nothing but good feedback, but still took out points.
Nothing but good feedback.
But they
If
still
I'm
took
being
out. But
honest,
they still took out points.
yes, if I'm being honest,
Janie,
I
Janie
think
asked my. I'm telling y'all what I fucking know. It don't take no rocket scientists. Janie being being the tabulator, she changed them fucking scores. I'm telling y'all what the fuck happened. And she want to get, that's why the motherfucking bug-eyed hoe got her ass off the line so quick, because the motherfucking shit was getting too hot in the kitchen. Bitch, you changed them fucking people's scores. You did. You changed their scores.
Had to.
You can't tell me no different.
Had
You
to.
telling me that both Total Distraction and Platinum Pressure both had on their walkthrough comments amazing feedback with nothing negative, but you both took off points off of their shit? Girl, what? Devin, I hope y'all don't never return back to her competition again, baby.
oh, it's a done deal.
I really, because I'm like, and I've been trying to get y'all to come in Showtime for years. I've been trying to get, for a while, I've been trying to get Platinum Pressure. I know my dates may be off, but baby, this shit right here, oh my God, it makes me infuriated because it makes people not want to compete. It makes people not want to actually spend it. Y'all spent money, time, and effort, and your parents spent time, money, and effort to even go to this raggedy ass rink-a-dink competition just for y'all to be fucked up. So y'all don't have no reason to have no type of issue with each other. It's the host. It's her judges. Y'all don't have beef.
No, we really don't.
And she knew what she was doing because Scooter said out his mouth that she made the fucking comment and she said, well, I don't care what y'all say. I already know who I want to see win. And to come to find out she was a tabulator, bitch, you're not supposed to touch them scores. y'all. Devin, do you have anything else to add to this foolishness? Devin, Kevin,
Yeah,
changing
sorry,
score
I'm in the
sheet is
mall.
crazy to me. It's okay, boo. I don't. But you want to say that your show is professional and it's fair, Devin.
Yeah.
Devin.
Oh, you said Devin or Kevin? Which one you talking to?
I was talking to Scooter.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scooter. Do you have anything else to
yeah,
add?
yeah.
You breaking up? Come back in, babe.
he at work. But yeah, the whole
Kevin,
situation is
Kevin, I
no.
cannot.
I mean, but the whole situation is unfortunate because, like Josh said, they're two great teams and never had prior beef. Even at our show, there was
But
no
to
beef
paint the
between the two.
narrative because she's trying to take the heat off of her. She want to say that Scooter and fucking Total Distraction had beef prior to. Bitch, who told you that? She's talking, oh, somebody said in my inbox. So the same thing you're mad at because you're saying that someone jumped in their inbox to tell them something that you sent to them people. I don't doubt that she didn't send that. Janie is fucking real fucked up. She's a fucked up individual, and I'll tell anybody that. Janie has been on this motherfucking damn podcast too many fucking times for people to still fuck with her. Are you serious? And it, no words. No fucking words. No words. Devin.
Yes, my bad. My phone had went out.
No, you good. What made y'all do her show? Yeah,
If you want the
I want the honest. I want to
if you want the
understand
honest
why y'all
answer,
decided to
the
go to
only
Beardsley Woman
reason,
competition.
if you want an honest answer, because I'm an honest ass man, we wanted a belt. We wanted a belt. Simple as that. That's really it. We knew it could be messy. We knew it could be this. We heard about her and stuff like that. Trying to give her a chance. That's what happened. And what's funny is she knew it was gonna be some shit because when we was outside before we can even talk about the score sheets with the other with the other coach Scooter, she was like, "Oh Lord, now I'm about to be on Shady T. I'm about to be on this again." So you already knew you
Well,
had
she
fucked
already knew
up.
she was going in there with some bullshit. So it sounds like to me she does this shit for motherfucking likes, clicks, and views.
Yeah, she said it
Janie,
out.
Janie gets a kick out of her ass being brought on this podcast. Anytime somebody says, "Oh God, I'm gonna be on the Majorette team," bitch, you already going into who wants to be brought on here in a negative light. I don't know nobody that wants to. If you're doing some fuck shit, you just doing some fuck shit. But the only people that wants to be brought up on here and they got that type of attitude is the motherfucker that's trying to get motherfuckers to view them.
That's facts. But yeah, that's that. I just wanted to get on here just to clarify certain things and
So can I ask you
let
another
people.
question? Can I ask you another question before you get off? Did you see any? Did you see any red flags prior to this?
So boom, first red flag.
Okay, Ashley,
We was
check
in the
it.
chat. So we was in the chat discussing certain categories and the rules and stuff like that. Boom. After the discussions, it was a comment made by another coach saying, "I don't think we should change anything the week of the show. I mean, it's the week of the show." And I'm just sitting here like, well, we've been having questions ever since the beginning because nothing was set in stone and everything was disorganized. So boom, that was that. Because I think it was about stands and stands, us only getting 2 minutes for stands and stands when I thought we could use the whole song. So boom, because we was practicing with the whole song, so we had to go make corrections and go cut off some of our stands because it had to be 2 minutes. Blah 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 blah. So we get there. The first red flag I hear is, oh, and for trio category, I never specify if you can have a one alternate or three alternates. First red flag because if we would have known that, we probably would have made changes to
What's
we would.
what's that? What is one alternate or three alternates?
So trio category, the twist was one of the dancers. Well, from what I read, one of the dancers can be replaced by another dancer, as long as they don't all four be dancing at the same time.
Who? What?
Yes. So when we get there, she states in the coaches meeting, "Oh, this how she said it. Oh, and I never specified how many dancers can be replaced. So if you
So
got more than
already
one
going
dancer,
in, y'all are you already setting the tone for some fuck shit.
yeah." So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because Scooter Teen had three replacements for his trio, and we only had one for our trio. You get what I'm saying? So it's like maybe she already knew that, and now she's trying to specify it when we get here. I don't know, but I'm. That was the first red flag for me right there.
Somebody
Many
said
more, but
somebody said she was trying to copy Warzone, but she did it wrong. Because I guess Warzone has something like that they do
Oh, I did see something like
with
that
their
on Warzone.
trio, and she was trying to copy what they did, and she did it wrong.
I don't know. But yeah, that was the first red flag. As soon as we got in the coaches meeting, that's the first thing she said. So I already knew it was about to be some fuck shit. So I went back and I told my dancers, I mean, I told them to be prepared for y'all seeing more than three dancers coming in for everybody else trio. Because the rules was
And
never
this
specified.
was prior to you guys coming into the show, or this was at the meeting.
This was in the meeting, yes. The coaches meeting at the show, 15 minutes before the show started.
Let me ask you a question. Did you guys have a coaches meeting, like a conference meeting prior to the competition at all?
No, we didn't. It was just a bunch of
It was just a bunch
back
of
and
talk
forth.
in a group.
Yes, that's what it was. And we asked for that. We have definitely asked for that many times to get on a call to specify some rules and all that stuff like that. We never got it. She claimed she was busy. She had her own competition, all this, all that. She even had somebody in there speaking for her at one point. So, yeah.
Somebody said, I'm sorry, but this was the coach's fault as well as her fault. Them red flags would have made me take my dancers the fuck home. Sounds like it was a mess from the start. Um, Scooter said the packet wasn't even clear. I even pitched having a coach's call, which never took place. Um, I'm trying to like really, really just like. So y'all went to the competition. At what point in the competition was it after the meeting that y'all started like, okay, this is about to be some fuck shit? Like, when did y'all start noticing like something is not going right?
I think that's when we knew. That's exactly when we knew that it was going to be some mess at the end. All I kept saying was, I can't wait till we see them score sheets. I can't wait to see how the placements fall with first, second, and third. That's all I kept saying the whole show because I knew it was about to be something.
So whose parents had went outside, or who was it that went outside to approach Devin? I mean, to approach Scooter, because Scooter said it was like 30 people that came outside when he was trying to get their kids in the van.
So before I even got outside, I was in the gym talking with Janie. It was me and my directors, and I guess it was somebody that Janie knew that was beside her. I don't know, that was adding up the scores or whatever. But
Mhm.
anyway, so we had called them in there, called Platinum Pressure. We didn't even call them in there. They had came in there and it was like, what's going on, blah blah blah. So we told them what was going on. At that point, it was still calm. You know what I'm saying? Everything was calm. They said we was hostile, but we wasn't hostile at all. I know I wasn't. So when I asked them, well, one of my directors asked them to go get the score sheets because just to see if they made the same mistakes on their score sheets as they made on ours, just to make sure. They leave out, blah blah blah. They never came back in, so it was like they didn't want to fix the issue. So I go outside. I do see some of my parents around the corner. Was they at his van? No, they was in the yard. I didn't see nobody at the van yet until everything started getting rowdy, and that was between the parents. Not one time did we get rowdy with anybody until people started getting rowdy in our face. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bunch of controversy due to the
So it was
mistakes.
your parents and Platinum Precious parents.
Yes, and then it started to become the dancers. So yeah, it caused all of that. That's pretty much it. When I approached him again, they were still saying, I don't know who he had around him, but they were saying, get out his face, get out his face, get out his face. And they was making it seem like I was trying to fight the man or whatever, but no, I still had the score sheets in my hand, trying to discuss.
So according to Scooter said it was like 30 of the parents that came and they were lined up in front of the van.
So it's a big ditch right there where the wherever this fucking place was at that we was at. It was a ditch right there, and the van was in the street. We was still at that point. We was still on the grass beside the building.
So y'all were beside the van that you
I
was.
really can't say. I really can't say who approached the van because I think the only person that approached the van, I knew I could touch the van. I know I approached the van. I know my director was right there. Did I see any parents? Yes, but the parents was behind us, and they had their own stuff going on with the other parents. So that's what he was like. We couldn't have a conversation because we had to try to diffuse the parents from going at each other or whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, so y'all parents already had some stuff going on within y'all's.
No, the parents had their own stuff going on because of the children getting mistreated with the competition. So the parents was arguing with the other parents. You know how that goes
Oh,
when
okay.
when stuff like that happens. Yeah.
But see, I'm trying to understand because this is my issue. And actually, I'm glad you came on. Why is it when it's fuck shit going on with the host and the judges? Why are teen parents going at it? It's not the teens' fault. It's not the kids' fault. It's not the parents' fault. When you got a fucked up person like Janie Caldwell throwing on competitions that absolutely knows nothing about what the fuck she's doing. It was even stated that she was trying to play a fast song for a medium stand.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
know nothing
The DJ
about
messed up like 3 times.
know nothing about you don't you have no fucking credibility whatsoever in this community. But my issue is when y'all see the issues in the dance community when it's dealing with the host of a show and they're unqualified judges. Why is it that our team's parents are going after people they could not award themselves those trophies?
Right.
Just
I
like
think what
y'all
happened
cannot reward
was
ourselves with those trophies. So we need to make sure that we're, again, Majorette community, have a meeting with your parents. Let them know, even outside, because the parents have to show sportsmanship too, regardless
facts.
of what the fuck happened with the host and the judges. That is the decision. If y'all want to have an issue, y'all have an issue with the host and the judges.
But Jazz, you got to think about how the situation was handled because I
Yeah.
was there
Yeah.
when at the end of the award ceremony, she got on the microphone and everybody heard her. Anybody feel free to jump in if I'm lying. She said, "The scores are the scores. If you don't like it, go back to the drawing board. I don't give a fuck," is what she said over the microphone.
Oh, that's what she said
So,
in mine.
yes.
So you
So
telling me this
people's
lady that
parents,
just got up and said she's so professional and she's so fair? She said that to the
yes, she
teams
did.
that
I
paid.
definitely don't have no reason to lie. That's what she said. And so by then,
Girl!
that's why the parents are getting upset because they're just sitting there waiting. To me, they were not agitated until she said that.
So they
So
should have went after her ass.
but here's the thing: somebody from her staff was like, "We need everybody. We're calling the police. We need everybody to leave. If you are not a coach, I guess they was going to try to talk to total distraction coaches, but they were telling everybody else needs to get out, get out." So she makes that comment and then throws everybody out. So
So
people
she made
pissed
the
off.
comment, got scared that they're gonna jump on her ass, and then she tried to have everybody exit stage left.
This what
Yes,
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 and
yes.
to add to what Ashley is saying, that's what it made my parents. It made
What?
my parents.
That's what
It made
made
my
them
parents feel
upset.
like yes. It made my parents feel like oh they're gonna take us because what she said was what she came back and told us was oh I need help. I need this. They trying to take the stuff. They're not trying to give it back. Blah 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 blah. So when my parents hear stuff like that, it made it seem like that platinum pressure was taking stuff and not trying to give it back. That's what it
Yeah,
made
it
them
made it
feel
seem
like.
it escalated the situation
Yes.
dramatically. I don't think the parents were upset until when she said that. Because I even looked at because I was sitting with some people from another Charlotte team and I said, did she just say? Because it was loud and she got on the microphone and said that to everyone that was still in the gym. And that's a lot of see, they're saying facts. They were there. That's what she said. She said that over the microphone. She said, you go back to the drawing board. I don't give a fuck. I'm not dealing with this.
Janie Caldwell need to be the last motherfucker to talk about anybody going back to the drawing board. Because, baby, you don't even know what the fucking drawing board looked like.
Well, what happened was, okay, so when I got there, I said, okay, I saw that platinum pressure was
Oh, Jesus.
uh competing and Total Distraction, and I know both teams, and I've been picking Total Distraction's brain for like 4 years now, even when I was with Blue Diamonds. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna support them and stuff like that. So I seen their staff. I was like, hey y'all, I seen Platinum Pressure. Hey y'all, just there to have a good time. Well, when I got there, I went to pay at the first of all, the parking was a nightmare. It was nowhere to park, so we were parking in front of people's houses. And so I go inside and I ask about how much money, because I see other people walking in for free. But I try to do the right thing. I said, how much is the show? They said $25. I said, okay, well, ma'am, do I receive like a wristband or something to say that I've even paid? Like, I don't want nobody to stop me or come up to me and say I didn't pay. She said, well, the host, she said, Janie forgot the wristbands. So I'm going to put an X on your hand and marker. So naturally, I know that I'm getting ready to get something from the concession stand. So as soon as I got there, I went to as soon as I, left her, I went to the restroom to wash my hands before concessions, and the X was gone. Of course, because it was in washable marker. So I went back up to her. I said,
Wait, what? Ashley.
Scooter saying it right. It was dry erase marker.
Wait.
So I said, there's no way to prove that I've even paid.
Listen, y'all, all y'all asses need a one, Cheddar Live. Two, y'all need to hit that Cash App. Everybody need to hit that Cash App today, because we're giving y'all every damn thing y'all need to know not to fuck with. This lady, Janie Caldwell, did not have no motherfucking wrist. Okay, keep on going.
Okay, so the parking was a big issue, and they were signs saying it was going to tow. During the performance, she made an announcement about my car. She said there's a white Charger that's getting ready to get towed, and somebody from her staff. Okay, so one of the coaches from Platinum Pressure came and told me as well. She didn't say this about being towed. She was just saying, hey, you need to move your car. Somebody needs to get out. Somebody from her staff told me it's on a tow truck. They're getting ready to tow it off. And I get out there, there's no tow truck. And I was like, so all these cars are parked out here illegally, because we all had to park illegally because there was no space. They say there was 20 parking spots. You had 5 competing teams and all of their supporters. We were literally parked in front of people's houses. So they was coming outside, like, what is people doing parked here? They were towing cars on the side. Like, so they in the comments saying dry erase, because that's what happened. Okay, so then I have nothing to show that I've even paid. I said, they're not going to stop me. I don't want no mess. And they said, no, I can say that you paid. So then I go to the concession stand. And I was like, oh, I look at the stuff. I was like, dang, I don't really see. I want to be a hot dog and stuff like that. But it wasn't listed on there. So then I seen a big thing of relish. And I said to them at the concession stand, I said, y'all got that relish? I said, child, I need me a good hot dog. She said, oh, we have them. I said, well, they're not on the menu. And she said, well, yeah, we have them. I said, okay, no problem. I got me a hot dog, some fries, and a Powerade. Okay, so they had a table right there. I put the drink down so I can go ahead and fix my hot dog and stuff like that. Someone steals my drink right off the table. So someone stole my Powerade. I'm serious. I'm not lying. Somebody steals my drink.
Oh my God.
So literally in a split second, somebody steals the drink. And so I said, y'all, what happened to my drink? And then some people that was standing in the corner were like, because this is the thing. It was a rec center. So people that were not affiliated with their team was just sitting in there, like walking up. There was a door propped open. So people, I think from the neighborhood was there. So somebody from the neighborhood told me that somebody stole my drink. So they said, well, we don't have any other cold drinks, so I can give you a cup of ice. And we don't have any more of that color either, so I'm gonna have to give you purple. Okay, I'm just rolling with it, because here I am trying to support thing. Now, mind you, as I was in the concession stand, a grown man had a young boy on the floor. Like, I don't know if it was wrestling or play fighting, but I turned around. I thought it was inappropriate. One, because people in here trying to spend money, and then two, it just looked odd that this grown man. I thought it was weird. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and go out of here. So I'm walking around with a red cup like I got alcohol or something like that. So I go inside the gym or whatever. Now, mind you, the way it was set up, there was like a divider between where Platinum Pressure was and where the concession stand was. So like we could hear like the conversations that they're having in their room and stuff like that. It just wasn't, the layout was kind of iffy, because even where the vendors were, you could not still see the show. So that left the vendors not making as much as they probably could because you're having to leave out to see the show. Same with the concessions. It was in a separate room on down the hallway. So while you're getting your concessions, you cannot see the show at all. So people who were in line with me had to leave the line and go run to perform because they were like, oh wait, I think they're calling our name. So then they had to leave and come. Just the layout just probably wasn't the best. And you have to think about those things. What do you want your guests to experience when they arrive? Okay, so then that happens. So every category, there's like a 20-minute intermission after each category. And I'm like, why does she keep coming over to the DJ? Like, what is just taking so long? And this is not personal. I don't know her from a can of paint, but this is my real experience. So, and then she was doing something with the score sheets because after I think it was creative, she's over there at the table doing something with the score sheets, just like doing something. And then I even mentioned to the people who I was sitting with, I was like, why is she over there tabulating the scores? It was like she was doing it in front of everybody. She didn't go to the side or anything like that. She was right there in front of everybody in the gym, saw her with them score sheets, fumbling around with the score sheets in front of everybody. And then baby, she is full of tea, letting it all out. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because people, we have to be honest about this stuff. I'll be right there. And so then towards the end of it, oh, I'm sorry, when Total Distraction, their minis, they were already set up in chairs. They was about to do their stand. The music starts, but then all of a sudden the judge goes running outside. So they having to tell them, oh, stop, stop. And Janie's like, no one told y'all to play the music yet. But what it was is, it was time for them to play the music, but they was outside fighting. So they ran back in there to get that judge. And then she got up out of her seat and just took off outside. We all in the gym like, what is going on? What is going on? We waiting between
So wait a
everything.
minute. So a judge got out, the female judge, because it was
yes, the female judge got out of her seat as Total Distraction was already starting their stand. And that's what did, like Scooter is saying, that's when her kids was outside fighting. So we all in the gym just waiting, watching the lady run out. So I'm like, wait a minute, where's the other judge going? We all watch her run out of the gym, and we all just looking around like, what's going on? No music is playing. We just standing there like, what is going on? Jazz, it was a mess. And then the announcement that she made.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. Everything, first of all, Ashley was not a compete. She was a spectator.
Nope, I was a spectator.
Ashley came to see the show. She came to support the teams that was in the show. That's what she came to do. She's telling of her personal experience. Again, so y'all know, no one is painting no picture of Janie. This is the same lady we have been talking about for quite some time. That people have had the same type of situations and the same type of outcomes. If this is your first time attending her show, am I correct, Ashley?
That's correct. I didn't even know whose show it was. I just saw that Total Distraction posted it, and so did Platinum Pressure. And I was like, oh, they're gonna be in the same one. Let me just go support them.
Okay.
I've never been to a competition.
Never been to Janie's show. She never been. Don't know Janie.
No, I do not know her.
So make sure the whole Majorette community knows this is her personal experience.
Yeah.
This is what she experienced at Janie's show for the very first time. This is the after effect, and this is what led her to say, okay, I have to feel like I have to speak because people need to know my experience.
Yeah, this is my real experience. And then also I spoke to the staff of Total Distraction and Platinum Pressure. Neither one of them were saying anything bad about each other that whole time.
No, I never.
So this narrative that all of a sudden, and it was my show that we Pink Ice had that they previously competed at. They were talking about it.
But speaking of which,
and they had no problem.
Ashley, she actually threw y'all in the email too because she claimed she was talking about y'all.
That's what I said. I said she's talking about us, about Myrtle Beach. I think she's talking about us. Absolutely, I totally agree.
You don't even know this lady.
Mm-hmm. And I have not talked to her. I do not know her, but I felt like that was being shady, putting us in it because when they said the thing about the Myrtle Beach, I knew exactly what it was talking about us at Myrtle Beach last week. Platinum Pressure wasn't even in Myrtle Beach; it was us. Like Devin said, I'm telling the truth because I'm telling you the truth. I talked to Devin, Reggie, Sharice. I talked to all of them. They didn't say a single bad thing about Platinum Pressure at all.
And I've never heard for them to
And
have beef.
then Scooter and 17, I talked to them after the competition while we were still at the venue. They wasn't saying nothing about Platinum Pressure either. So that beef is being concocted, is being cooked up.
So that's why I asked. I said, who told you or what? Why would you say that?
And there was no explanation.
And
If
told
somebody
yeah.
told you that, you need to be able to say, this is the truth. This is who told me that. But you didn't get, like she said, she didn't get
Which
that from
because I
either.
don't believe nobody got in Janie's inbox and told her a damn thing. Janie pulled that shit out of her ass.
Yeah, I don't believe anyone told her that. I know for a fact that there was no beef between either team because I was there the whole time, even after awards. So I just know that that's not true. And my experience was not a good one. I don't know Janie, but I will never go back to a show. My team is never competing in a show. Like I already knew because I seen her on here several times not to compete in her show. But as far as attending, I didn't even know it was hers. Like I said, I just saw the actual teams posting the flyer. So that's why I went. And I'm not going back. My experience was not good. She was fumbling with the score sheets. I saw her. So she can't get
So
on
you
here a
was
lot.
there. You said you was there when she got on the mic and said what?
She said, the scores are the scores. If you don't like it, go back to the drawing board. I don't give a fuck. I'm done with this. She used the word fuck over the mic. Everybody was there heard what she said. I have no reason to make this
And
up.
so when she said that, what was your reaction?
I couldn't believe she said it. I literally turned to the coach of another Charlotte team and said, did she just say? Because I could not believe she did that. Like, that's not how you handle people. One who paid to enter your show, and
No.
then these people paid to come and watch their kids perform. I didn't even have any kids there. I came because I have relationships with other teams. I paid my money just like everybody else did. So I didn't like that either. That's not how you treat us that pay to get up in here. All the while, her kids was outside fighting. And when I heard it, when heard her say it, clutch my pearl. I'm telling you, Jazz, I'm not lying. Scooter heard it too. That's what she said.
Scooter,
I could not
Scooter,
believe it. I said,
Scooter,
did she really just get on the microphone and say that?
Scooter.
It's the truth.
Somebody else is in there like, what?
I promise you, Jazz, that is word for
Somebody
word what
AC
she
was like,
said. Everybody heard her say that. I don't have a dog in the fight. This was my
and
honest experience.
somebody daddy looking at her like,
So that's what made the parents upset because they're like, did she what? She was like, I'm done with this. Like, that's
but
not how
see,
you handle the
and
situation.
then she just made another post. Somebody just sent me a post she just made. She gonna make a
I'm probably in it now. She probably put me in the post. I don't care. We're not coming.
She made a post and said, may God bless you. I have nothing left to say. I seen your messages and all. Please refrain from hitting me. Because if you knew me, you know I would never sign my name to shit as Miss Ruby Red to the school.
I gotta tell you this.
I believe it's all lies, and this is why I want nothing to do with Majorette. So why the fuck are you still throwing a Majorette competition? That we trying to figure that out. We want to know. We know why, because it's a quick check for you. We know why you keep throwing on shows. We know why. Then you kicked all of them after you said that because you didn't want nobody upside your head. Baby. Baby, you can. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jazz, I meant to tell you one other thing. Okay, so during her intermission, she said, okay, we're going to have a dance competition. So I'm going to bring some young people out and they're going to dance. Okay, so then it was like showtime at the Apollo. The crowd got to determine who won. Okay, so then it goes down to 3 people. And she said, okay, well, the winner going to get $50. And then she was like, or I can just give y'all 25, 25, and 25. So in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I think the kids should just 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing. I think the kids should just say, hey, we'll each take 25 instead of potentially winning nothing. So the kids were like, we'll do another round.
Uh-oh. 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 And she come back. Y'all, while we wait for Ashley, let's go ahead and go to let's go to a commercial break while we waiting for Janie to come back, baby. Oh Lord, this is too much. This is too much. Hold on. Let me see. Can we go to a commercial break, baby? Hold on.
Talk about me being messy. The only thing I do is talk about what's in publications. Y'all, y'all are the people that are messy, and I'm just talking about what you put out here in publications. Y'all the messy people. I am the messenger. The messenger. I'm the messenger. The mess originated somewhere else. I just had the business savviness to
Okay,
make it a
Jazz, I gotta
business.
tell you one other thing.
Now that ain't on me. That
That
will
to
be
be
on
on y'all.
y'all. Y'all the
Y'all's the
one
one.
that are messy. And say what you want to say. You know,
I had to play him. Okay,
Okay,
wait,
I
man.
wanted to tell you the one other thing. Okay, so did you hear what I said about the dance competition thing that she was having in the middle
She
of the
was trying to
show?
have like a Showtime at the Apollo stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so her goddaughter was one of the top three, because she kept saying, "Oh, this is my goddaughter. This is my goddaughter," something like that. So then the second round comes, and only two of them decide to participate. But she announces the winner as someone who did not participate in the final rounds. Okay, but it was by crowd of applause. So I don't think she realized her microphone was still on. So she turns to, so mind you, that means two young ladies are leaving without any money and one's leaving with the 50. Her
Mhm.
microphone is still on. She turns to her goddaughter and says, You know, I'm going to give you some money anyway, in front of everybody. So how's that other young lady who's supposed to be leaving with zero? How's she supposed to feel that you're giving? And I said to the people I was sitting with, I said, and that means that other young lady need to get some money too. Like, just because that's your godchild, you can't have that kinfolk stuff. And the microphone was still on, so we heard what she said. Pretty much, forget what the crowd voted for. I'm still gonna give that's my
So
kinfolk. I'm gonna give some money.
she was running a show.
Yes,
She was emceeing a show.
yes.
And she was tabulating scores at her show.
Yes, so she was at the judges' table doing like this, and we said, why is she doing this in the middle of the show? Like, you need to have a tabulator. I don't know if you need to have a separate table with a tabulator there or something. But literally, the entire show was stopped as she was fumbling around with score sheets. Devin say my girl was tuned in with everything.
Didn't
Yes,
miss a beat, baby.
didn't miss the beat because I said stuff was funny, so I knew it was gonna be some mess when it came down to the. I knew it was gonna be some mess because of all the problems. Like, and then like I said, total distraction was already about to start their mini stand, and them girls was in chairs. Like, they're little, 5, 6, 7 years old. They have one leg up on a chair and stuff like that. They in their pose. They having to sit in the pose for 30 minutes because of some other stuff. Then when the music finally plays, they running out because it's a fight. So the kids are just sitting. That rattles kids. Like, like a false start at a track meet. That rattles you. So it's just kind of like that wasn't fair to their kids either. To their TDDC's mini squad. That wasn't fair.
Can I ask the question? Was her show packed?
Well, there was only 5 rows of seating. So it's a recreation center. So what would look packed, it would not look like our shows have, 20 rows of bleachers.
Yeah.
So ours being packed versus the 5 rows of bleachers in a recreation center. No, it was not packed. But then also there was people in there, definitely, but it was right next to a senior living facility, like senior living apartments. And
So no, it wasn't packed.
no. And they were towing cars from out of there. They were definitely towing cars from out of there.
Out of the
Yes,
This
they were
thing, people
towing
say got
cars
to go.
because there was nowhere to park. It was in the hood, I ain't gonna lie. Because when I started going through the neighborhood to get there, I said, I don't know about this. Like, yeah, absolutely not. I said, you know what, we're gonna have problems. You could feel that it was gonna be problems, not because of tension between teams, but because of her nonsense.
I'm just trying to figure out how a person thrown on a show going to tell the audience the scores and scores.
Jaleesa say good situational awareness. I'm out of the military, baby. I'm always looking around. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
no awareness. But
I'm still stuck on the disrespect. I just, but you,
that's what she announced to everyone in the building. I felt disrespected too. I said to myself, I paid $25. There's no proof because my stuff done washed off my hand, but I did pay to get up in.
so let's do the key points before we wrap the live up, y'all. She had unqualified judges. Check. Everybody agree? Court, jurors, y'all teacups, y'all the jurors. Y'all put the check mark, okay? I need y'all to put the check mark. Grab your phones, get the green check mark, baby. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App. Give the green check mark on your phones. Give the green check mark. Check mark. 1, she didn't have a coaches meeting. 2, at the coaches meeting 15 minutes prior to the show starting, she changed the rules. 3, she was hosting the show. 4, she was running the show. 5, she was the tabulator of the show. 6, she did not have no wristbands to decipher who paid what. 7, she had a competition in the hood beside an old folks facility in an apartment building. 8, people's cars was getting towed from the show. 9, she got on the damn mic and said, the scores is the scores, and basically, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. 10, she over here doggone, this the big one. She the tabulator giving scores to other people or taking scores so another team can win. Do y'all agree with that, court? Does that give a green check mark, court? So what are we doing with the situation, court? Are we I feel like going to Judge Judy. Are we is it safe to say that this case has been, what are we going to sentence her as? I'm gonna ask the
Blacklisted.
jury. Blacklisted. Okay. Does everybody blacklist? Jaleesa said blacklist. Are we black? She's already been blacklisted once, but maybe we need to reiterate. She's guilty. Are we blacklisting her? Are we blacklisting her majorette community? We need to know. Somebody said give her ass life. Stephanie. Mika said blacklist. Sentence to blacklisted without parole. Yo. Oh, they said don't forget they ran out of food. I'm pregnant and I didn't even eat. Blacklist in the 2nd degree. Somebody said the death penalty. Samara said, let's give her a point for having a red Solo cup. There is a blacklist that is created for the major community. And you guys know what? I think it's about high time I go ahead and release that blacklist. I think it's about, so this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to go in and look up the Majorette T, because I'm going to post it in the Majorette T group, because I can see all who's in the Majorette T group. I can see all the members. It's like 500 something members in the Majorette T group. So I need y'all to go and request to be added. Make sure y'all don't forget to answer the questions. Like 3 questions y'all got to answer in order for me to allow y'all in the group. I don't allow everybody in the group. So make sure you answer the question so I know who you are and I can do my research to make sure you ain't the op. But I'm going to release the blacklist today. I'm going to release the blacklist today. I am going to release I'm telling y'all now, if y'all want that blacklist, I'm releasing it in the Majorette T group today. It's going to be a post. The post is going to have the coach or the director's name. It's going to have their situation. And it's also going to have why they were blacklisted. Now, some people you may see that are repeat offenders like Janie, that's going to have several reasons of why she's been blacklisted. Okay? The blacklist will be released in the Majorette T group today.
Jazz, I forgot to mention, because somebody mentioned security in the comments. I never saw a security person at all.
She don't never have security. Janie not gonna spend no money that she feels that's unnecessarily that she can get away with. Security ain't gonna be able to help with what's going on. Janie not gonna hire no security. She not gonna hire no security. Janie had her kids outside. Oh, another check mark, y'all. Reason number, what was the other? What was we on 10? Reason 12 or 13. Her kids was outside fighting. One of the judge's kids outside fighting. The venue was in the hood. That's another green check. It's too many things. Sharice says she only mentioned a on-duty police after the people was saying call the police. Sharice, the people were saying call the police on who? On her? Baby, listen, Linda. Listen, let's go to commercial break, please. All right, so making sure you guys put in also too, we do have several competitions coming up. I need about 2 to 3 more teams for It's Showtime Live in the A. This is Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia. I do need about 3 more teams. If I can get 3 more teams to register, that will be great. This is Saturday, July 13th. This will be hosted in Atlanta, Georgia. We do have a mini division as well as a overall senior division. So if your team is looking for a show July 13th, we do have one in Atlanta, Georgia. It is a one-day show. Even though it says July 12th to the 13th, it is a one-day show. This happens to also be my birthday weekend, you guys, so it will mean a lot to me if I can get about 3 more teams to register. I would greatly appreciate it. Final registration for this show will end this Friday, which happens to be June the 28th. I need to go ahead and lock in everything else. So if you guys have a team and you guys are looking for a show July 13th, we would love to have you guys. Following the July 13th competition, we will be in San Diego, California, August 10th for the Live on the Sand Summer Buck Down competition in San Diego, California. We have a mini junior division, a senior overall division, and adult division. We also have additional categories, which includes hip hop, HBCU Parade, HBCU Field Show, and HBCU 8s and 16s. Following that competition, we will be in Richmond, Virginia, October the 19th for the Spootastic Buck Down Part 4 dance competition. This is the Eastern Regional competition. All the shows are open to new teams, 3 years or less, or veteran teams, 4 years plus. So if you're interested in registering for that show, please send me an inbox or contact the information that's on the flyer. And then we will be going on a cruise competition next year. We're bringing this back for the second time. It's Showtime Live on the Seas Nationals Step Drill and Dance Competition, July 7th through the 12th of next year. This is our nationals, but this will be hosted live on a cruise ship. We are going to Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman Islands. This is a 5-day, 4-night cruise. We already have about 5 teams registered for this competition. I'm only accepting a total of 10 teams to compete. So if you guys are interested, please make sure you reach out to me to get further information on that. You guys, this was a lot to dissect today. This was a lot to dissect today. We have been on this live for 2.5 hours, and I don't care what nobody has to say. After looking at what has taken place today, honestly, there's nobody that can say anything against what has said. There is no other clarification that you can clarify. There's no other justification that you could justify what was taking place at Janie Caldwell's show this past weekend. Janie has always been a fluke. She's always been real messy. She's always been nasty, and she's always been gutter-butt. Janie has no idea, and she just made a statement. That's why she doesn't want to have anything to do with the Majorette community. Well, why are you still having a Majorette team? why are you still trying to be a part of the Majorette community? And why are you still trying to doggone throw on Majorette competitions if you so-called don't want to have nothing to do with Majorette? She's basically telling y'all she don't give a fuck. On top of that, she made the comment and the people heard her that the scores are the scores and they need to go back to the drawing board, and then told them to get the fuck out. So this is the type of example that we supposed to follow. This is, first of all, again, like I told y'all before, I can't take nobody that looks like this seriously. I can't take nobody. The filter on this is not even helping you. You got a whole filter on your page, on your face, and the filter ain't even helping you look. I can't trust nobody to look like that. If you mad, you got to be mad at yourself. You smoking. Yeah, that's what she was doing, Selena, smoking on my live. Her team is not good. Her team has never been good. Her team has never won anything, rightfully so, because what? She don't know what she's doing. Hey, sis, hold on. So I would say this is said we have sentenced her to be in blacklist indefinitely. JD is not going to, again, if people need to look at the blacklist, it's going to be posted. The blacklist will be posted in the Majorette T group today. So if you are not a part of the Majorette T group, please go and request to answer all 3 questions to make sure that you are verifiable, because I will not accept anybody's request into the group unless you actually answer those questions. Other than that, you guys, this has been another episode. Please don't forget to hit that Cash App. We do have a goal of $150 that we are trying to reach. So if I get all 50 of y'all to give about good $10, $5 to $10, I would greatly appreciate it. Please get to the Cash App that's listed below. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Majorette T. Again, this has been another episode of the Majorette T. We'll see you guys next time.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness. And that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in beef class because I feel like I'm about to go there.